Okay. Hello. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Today we are going over Battlefront. We're gonna hit a bit of a galactic assault. We're gonna hit a bit of supremacy, my favorite mode, and maybe even you'll watch me get hammered heroes versus villains. I always seem to win the fights in supremacies and stuff, but when it comes to hero assault, it is, or heroes and villains, it is just people just team. It's just 2 or 3 people standing together. But I was main thing is I kind of been watching a lot of the Star Wars recently, just in one of those phases. So I just want to talk through everything and talk through a bit of Disney Star Wars, what I've missed, what I haven't missed, what I want to catch up on, what I don't want to catch up on. If anybody's here or watching this afterwards, please do let me know what you think, because I will be mentioning a lot of the kind of Disney Star Wars and that sort of stuff and what you think about it. So let's go straight into it, honestly. Let me just check something really quick. Okay, we should be okay. I hope everybody at the side can hear me. Oh yes! Genos is just I have this little nitpicky thing, I will say. When I'm playing, because I'm that patriotic, when I'm playing Supremacy, Galactic Assault's a little bit more lenient because it's kind of much slower to get a game, but you'll always get like a prequel game with one of these. I will only play with the clones, but I'll play a few droid games, but I actually think it is less entertaining to play as the droids. I will play the end of this game as a droid, but it's not the same. It's not the same, I'm sorry. When you play this game as a clone, and when you play this game as a droid, fuck it. It's a completely different game. But anyway, so I rewatched Rogue One last night. I've heard a lot of complaints about it, especially from like big YouTubers and stuff, and YouTubers I usually agree with, like Star Wars Theory and stuff, who I love. What it is, and I'm pretty sure last time I checked he wasn't a bit. Oh fuck me, purple. Okay, whew, what a start. I'm pretty sure the census on that movie was he wasn't a fan of it because there wasn't a lot of lightsabers, and I've heard Drinker and stuff talk about, who's another fantastic YouTuber, talk about basically like, you know, Star Wars isn't lightsabers, and I do tend to be in the camp that Star Wars doesn't have to be lightsabers, but they don't hurt. Do you know what I mean? I think the only, like, they don't hurt anything. They're the only redeeming factor about what's it called, the Acolyte, and they even did lightsabers wrong. Do you know, like, it's just such a terrible show, but we'll get into that later on because we're gonna try to touch on all things Disney, maybe if I'm in the right headspace, because oh my god. But anyway, so I was rewatching it, and I've heard very mixed things on Andor. I got through most of season 1, and I finished shows, and I binge shows pretty quickly, but I really couldn't finish season 1. I was just bored. But it wasn't because there's no lightsabers. I was actually just bored, which obviously isn't a fantastic way to be when you're watching a TV show. But I was interested in the Andor character, but just where it went didn't intrigue me. I was kind of into the prison bit with Andy Serkis, and that whole arc I kind of watched in like one sitting because I was impressed with that. But everything else, not really. I'm sorry. So is it a chance that the ending really pays it off? Because I was listening to a lot of people talk about Andor season 2, and the consensus on it for a long time was, this is terrible. And I was like, okay, grand, I won't even bother because, you know, I haven't bothered with a lot of Disney Star Wars stuff. Oh fuck. Oh my god! If anyone played before Anakin got nerfed, they understand. They understand. Retribution would one-hit heroes. But yeah, so I'm just kind of thinking. I don't know. I'm not that into the Andor character, all this sort of stuff, and then the whole very controversial scene. Let's just say, where am I? Probably dead last because I only joined. Yeah, pretty much. The very controversial scene that came up. I won't talk about it. And I was like, okay, grand, because I actually am on the side of people that aren't a fan of that and don't really think all that sort of stuff. Not that it doesn't have a place in Star Wars, but like, come on, do you know what I mean? That's all I have to say on it. Not going to go into it, but that was just sloppy. No. Fuck. All the heroes came up and I missed it. I'm an idiot. It's okay. Let me get back to what I was saying. Oh, that is so sick. Terrifying though. It's so sick. Just see the lightsaber. There we go. Fucking hell. I'm sorry, it is scarier to see Anakin Skywalker run at you than any other hero in this game. Full stop. Or villain, especially villains. There's not a lot of villains that will scare me, but Anakin Skywalker will put the fear of God in you. Damn. Just hit like 5 fetches in a row. But I don't know if I should watch Andor, because then I was watching Open Bar, and it's not that like every single movie and review relies on Drinker and Waller and everybody, because a lot of the stuff I've disagreed with them on other things, you know. But this, I kind of trust them on this because they've hit the nail on the head many a time when it comes to new Disney Star Wars stuff. But they've really backed. Oh fuck! Oh my god! No, if I hit that. They're really singing its praises now, which, you know, would obviously make you think maybe I made a mistake. Get fucked. Let's go. Right, let me see how quickly I can die here. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? Do I have to chase this guy down? What the? Oh, who did I just see? I said how quickly I could do it. I impressed even myself. What can I say? Shoot low. Fucking hell. Yeah. Andor, it's got no lightsabers, grand. I can live with a good, like a well-written show. And what it seems to be is a very well-written show that just takes a long time. And I've watched my fair share of slow burners, but this seems to be like you don't even notice they're setting it up, and you're kind of so like, oh fuck the show, and then you're like impressed by the payoffs, because you're like, damn, I really didn't think it was all leading to this, because we weren't really into your story. Which does that classify a good show though? Like, that's still my question, because you're not invested for the entire show, and then you're kind of taken aback by, oh, you actually have done your job. Interesting. I would always say, like, a showrunner's job is to make sure you're into the story the entire time, not just be impressed by the ending, you know. I do think it is good to have these moments in Star Wars, especially where we have stories that will not like damage, you know, the six. Anything that kind of does its own thing. Like, I appreciate originality, and it seems that Andor is doing that, especially the first season. Whatever you want to think about the second season. So I don't know, I'm very drawn on it. I like people's opinion, but I probably will, just because I might do a review on it, and I do like my Star Wars anyway, and I do like Cassian Andor, and that brings me to Rogue One last night. And I was watching that and I was like, fuck, this is a lot better than I remember it being. I've always rated it pretty highly, but it's one of those things I've saw once or twice and I was like, I know that's well above average, but we're just gonna leave it there. It is like, whew, I'm not saying anything mad. It's arguably better than some of the 6. I don't think for many people that's controversial. For me it would be, because I'm a very devout George Lucas person. Give me Grievous. I'm so bad at Grievous, but I need to get better. I can't do the glitch thing though, where he just jumps up and spams his attack. What I do like about Grievous though is like he's got less lightsaber stamina because he's got 2 lightsabers. Oh, you're so fucked. Oh, you're so fucked. Or maybe I am. Oh, you're so fucked. I'm gonna get a nasty little flank here, hopefully. Well, maybe. Go on, give me people. Alright, just one guy. Alright. Fuck out of here. Hmm? If I had my crawl right now, that'd be so nice. Come here. We're gonna go up and hopefully just crawl. Oh yeah. Should I be going back over these people? Sorry, I'm very invested. I feel like I've gone too far here. Yeah, I definitely took a step too far. I'm goated. Let's go. I'm gonna get shot in the back now though. I may not win this. I'm definitely not gonna win this. Fuck, fuck. Go, go, go. Get absolutely cooked. Yeah, we're like that. Run. Run. Yeah, fair enough. Probably got me about a minute ago and didn't realise. Go straight again. That wasn't too bad. Nice one. And I was watching Rogue One, and I was thoroughly impressed. I really liked it, and I don't know, like it was a good movie, Star Wars aside, and I do appreciate that in a franchise that can be regarded as lightsabers. I press dodge. Sorry, that was a fucking massacre. Oh, what? Can you see? I assume you can see my screen. I just glitched all over the place. What? Boom, 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 boom. And you're watching. Oh, I'm so in between 2 conversations right now. I apologize, but we actually pushed them back, so I'm going to have to play as droids for even longer. Where are we? Geonosis, nice. Okay. Let's cut it really short because I'm rambling all over the fucking place. Rogue One is good enough to make me think about watching a commonly reviewed boring shit show. And I was really taken aback. And yeah, the Vader scene is fantastic. And the more I watch it, is not the best scene in the movie. And not that I can give you a different scene, but I actually think there's really strong dialogue, very strong character moments, especially for the kind of pilot guy. I really liked him. I just thought like that. Oh fuck me. Oh, the sock puppet. What? What are you supposed to do? Midget. I know he's right there. Yeah, so it was actually very good at its character moments, and I always stand by, Star Wars has extremely good characters and character moments. It's just, it struggles to make it natural. Because it does, and my favourite movie is Revenge of the Sith, but I'm not going to pretend like it has you know, top tier dialogue or anything, because it doesn't. And I think we're being disingenuous saying it does, even if we love the movie, which I do. It has, it probably out of all the prequels, it might have the best dialogue, which isn't the highest of bars, but it is. Why can't I move? Oh fuck off! Oh fuck off! Okay. He's zoning out. Yeah, the Star Wars stuff is an interesting case study of like what's essentially good and what's bad, because I've heard a lot of prequel hate, and a lot of it I can defend, and some of it is just fair enough. Like, they're not wrong, but due to nostalgia or whatever reason, or the lore reasons, like as someone like myself who would be extremely into the lore and reads all, like has read a lot of the books, would read some of the comics, know pretty much everything there is to know. Like, I struggle to think of anything I don't know in Star Wars. The Old Republic is my grey zone, just because I never got to play the game. If they remaster it, I'll play it. And I've only read 1 or 2 comics, so I know names of people, but I'd nearly struggle to tell you what they're famous for or what they do. That's pretty much my only weak point, and the sequels don't exist. So, whatever you want to say about that. How did I miss all of them? Get fucked. Okay. So it brings up a kind of an interesting, what's quote unquote good Star Wars. And I think the original trilogy is where Star Wars peaked. I think Revenge has been my favourite and has some of the best character moments, but due to I don't blame actors, I don't blame the script. I think it was just Star Wars Theory made a great point of like the amount of stuff in the Star Wars world and lore and everything is so much that George Lucas had the impossible task of putting in 6 movies. You're saying 6 movies, run down with like 2.5 hours for each of them. Come on, that's fine. No, the second you look into the lore, you'll understand. Not saying that anything hasn't. Once you do, you understand how extensive it is and how everything and person has layers and layers of dialogue, and then those layers have layers, or not dialogue, of lore, and then those layers have lore, and those layers have lore. Like, it is a extremely in-depth universe, probably more so than anything else I've seen. So to put that into movies, so to be fair, his dialogue is a lot of exposition, but it is there to keep you informed and to keep the story going. Because if you had to stop and break down some of the shit that is broken down in lore, and the lore does it well because it has that luxury of, we will do a fuck ton of comics and sprinkle in lore across it. Same with Clone Wars, we can sprinkle in lore here and there, whereas Star Wars has to get out the essential stuff and it needs to put a story in and have character beats, and it does. Like, I find it very hard pressed that those first 6 movies don't have great character stories, good story moments. Like, story moments, I mean, like, plot wise, like all the Star Wars movies have a good plot. They do. Do you know what I mean? Whatever you want to say about the execution, they have really good plots. Oh, please fuck off, Anakin. They have excellent plots, and that's why I was kind of so shocked by Rogue One, because it's so outside the realm of the Skywalker saga. And it is, I know the whole thing when it came out, it was like, oh, it's like one line from A New Hope is where they took the entire thing from, but it doesn't feel like that. It's excellent, and you're watching those tiny little moments, like when they're summoning the people onto the ships and they're asking for Captain Syndulla, obviously being Hera from Rebels. Sick moment. I think someone said you can see Chopper. I just didn't catch it. It probably is there. you know, referencing Hera, expanded universe, but it's just cool to see those characters. Like, that's nice little fan service, not what we have now with Disney, where it's like Plagueis shows up and then you fucking lose your show, Acolyte. Well, that's not the point. I could pretend. Ah, no, I'm getting third party. Oh wow, I was about to say I could fuck up Obi-Wan here. So on to my next point, kind of. What's good Star Wars? As I said, I was talking about. I believe good Star Wars is a well-written story with well-written characters. So I can definitely see Andor stepping up, because I don't have a problem with a Star Wars story without lightsabers. I don't. There's absolutely no problem with that. I do have a problem with a Star Wars story that doesn't expand. You need to expand in a healthy way. You can have a very concentrated story, but expand that tiny little area. Do you know what I mean? Like Rogue One. Like, we didn't need to know all the, you know, the fucking Empire, the Imperial systems were on Scarif. But it's that one place, and you spend a lot of time there, and it really builds it. Same as Yavin 4. That quite healthily builds it. So when you see it in the movies, yeah, bro, I love Star Wars 2. That's what we're talking about here. If you have any opinions, throw them in. We can talk about it. But yeah, like Yavin 4 and stuff, just that kind of being in the world is so nice. Because it's something you can't get in those movies. Like in A New Hope, it's such a like, I mean, any film student like myself will tell you that movie is studying basically any genre, editing, music, editing I suppose is like pacing as well, but any sort of that stuff, it gets brought up because it is that perfect script. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm only doing it for fun. But I appreciate the kind words. But okay, we get this guy. Yeah, like you don't have time in New Hope. Yeah. Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, feel free to leave your. Oh, thank you. Hello as well. Feel free to leave any Star Wars opinions in, and we can talk about them. But yeah, that's just what we're doing here. This is a W. Jacob, of course. But yeah, that's just what we're doing here. We're just having a Star Wars talk. So, with a bit of Battlefront going, because what other game would you play? Right now, we won't get into the tragedy that could have been Battlefront 3, because I just get too sad. The potential stuff and all the stuff that DICE said they would do. Fucking hell. If I ever get a PC, I'll play that Kyber version. But we're rocking off a PlayStation right now, so unfortunately that is not, you know, the potential. Or I don't think it is anyway. But yeah, so I like my condensed Star Wars story to kind of expand those things. Expand those things you don't really think about, but, you know, are quite interesting. But that the 6 movies can't. They just don't have the time. And that's fair enough, because, wow. Because they just have to cover other bases. So I'm not saying George is a masterful dialogue fucking writer, whatever you want to call it, but he is a masterful storyteller, full stop. And that's what Star Wars is. Fantastic stories with great plots. So I'm excited to see Andor, to be honest. Well, not excited, but actually optimistic after everything that I've heard. Some other things I haven't looked into, don't particularly want to, such as like Skeleton Crew and stuff. I heard it's not bad actually, but just doesn't really interest me. I've heard it doesn't really expand on anything. It's just it's exactly what I said. It's a condensed story without it really expanding on anything. So it probably just wouldn't interest me, and that's fine if it interests other people. And I am assuming 100%, so can be told otherwise. But yeah, that's my. Unfortunately, I did judge this book by its cover. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a weird one. It's my favorite Star Wars character. It is, oh my god. Well, there's a few, but it's always been Obi-Wan. I just think he is the top tier. Now, if you give me like OT and then prequels and then like Clone Wars specifically, and also it's all different. But I think if you balance it all out over all the movies, over all the everything, it's Obi-Wan. I just think he's so good, and he's not an ideal Jedi, and I think that what makes him so good is that his beliefs have held him there for so long, even though if you've seen the Clone Wars, if you haven't, spoilers just outright, because we will be talking about the source. So sorry, I'm always on the receiving end of this. I don't know how to attack this. I'm always defending. Like Sabine dying, Qui-Gon dying, Anakin, Jesus Christ, fucking came out of nowhere. Like Sabine dying, Maul come back twice, you know, Luke, especially. I didn't particularly like the Obi-Wan show, but I did expect a lot from it, but I think we can get into what I believe it kind of diminishes his character for. But I probably would still consider it canon, though. I'd probably take the book of Obi-Wan actually over it, but, you know, for argument's sake, let's just call the show canon. What's it called? It's very sad to see the way kind of that Uncle Owen treated him, and it was like he was trying to do his job, and the stuff that, like, he makes some really nasty comments about, like, oh, the way you trained his father and stuff. Like, you know, he trained him as best as he could, and he's just this sheer, like, good. He's just such a good person, Obi-Wan, and he tries so much, and never mind his fucking lightsaber abilities, bro. The amount of like TikToks I've seen of like, what did Darth Sidious think of this guy? And it was like, walks in a room with like, what's it called, Vader and himself, came out alive, you know, took on he didn't take on Dooku, took on Grievous, took on Maul twice and won, and, you know, all this sort of stuff. And it's just so, there's one word, and the word is gangster. It is so fucking gangster. I love him. I love his lightsaber. I love his personality. I love, as I said, the character beats and stuff. Yeah, I think overall he's the best, man. I love him. I love him to bits. And my initials are OB, so, you know, it's hard not to. But yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi, man. The GOAT, I believe. Now, look, there's arguments for all of them, and it's only a preference. And sometimes I'll be watching the movies, I'll be like, oh, it's Anakin, or oh, it might be Luke, it could be Han, it could be Ahsoka, it could be Rex. Do you know what I mean? But overall, it's gotta be Obi-Wan. But tell me, what's yours, man? I'd love to know. What's both yours? I think we got 2 people in here, so please let me know. We can discuss that as well. I'm sure they're fantastic characters. But yeah, Obi-Wan. Yeah, me pumped up now. Fucking love Obi-Wan Kenobi. I fucking love Ewan McGregor, and he is the best performance out of the prequels, in my opinion. I actually think it's a pretty popular opinion, but whatever. But yeah, man, let me know what your favorite one is. Or if you disagree and you hate Obi-Wan, you know, let me know too. That's fair enough. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But yeah, until then, we will shit. So yeah. So then it brings me to the what is the best thing Disney have made, which is something that I've really been thinking about a lot, and I'll probably make a video on. Because I have a few Star Wars ideas actually for videos and stuff, and I want to do like rankings and all this stuff. But I think the 2 options. First of all, there's problems with everything, in my opinion, bar Rogue One and Clone Wars Season 7. I'm sorry, I adore the Clone Wars. The prequel era is my favourite era. And I just think Clone Wars Season 7, now look, I won't be naive enough to say that those first few episodes aren't a slog. The Bad Batch ones are good, the ones with Ahsoka aren't. but they are important. It's the same if anybody's ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender. There are episodes that, like The Great Divide. Who likes The Great Divide? Pretty much nobody. I'm sorry. It's like the lowest rated episode in one of the highest rated TV shows ever. The last season of Clone Wars was amazing. Yeah, I know, it is sick. It's so good. But yeah, The Great Divide, it shows you how Aang deals with conflict, and it is compromise, and that shows up again with his fight with Ozai. He's like being told by all the avatars to do different things, and he agrees with them but has his own opinion, so he compromises and takes away his bending, which is like essentially killing Ozai, like Fire Lord Ozai, and leaving the person. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you think Fire Lord Ozai is this like personification of evil, he kills that, but he leaves Ozai, which is why this show is so fantastic. He sticks to his beliefs, and I always appreciate a character that can do that. I do like a character that can change, but there is something about a character that will change, or like not change, because he knows he's right. No matter what he says, he respects and understands people's opinion, but he's like, no, but this is the right thing to do, because that's what I feel in my heart. So the episodes with Ahsoka have to be done. Like, they just do, because it shows you more so than pretty much anything else what other people thought of the Jedi and the war, which is very important when a lot of the politics and that sort of stuff has to be skipped in the movies because we don't have enough time. And I encourage, it's sad to see like relatives and stuff that, wow, nobody picked them all. Okay. It's sad to see like how many relatives and stuff that like introduced me to Star Wars won't watch the Clone Wars due to it being a cartoon or a kids show, and anyone that's seen it will tell you it's not a kids show, but then they turn around, they're like, oh no, because it just makes everything about the 6 movies better. Never, like, it does God's work for the prequels, and I probably wouldn't like the prequels as much if I hadn't seen Star Wars, the Clone Wars. I think that's not a ridiculous thing to say. I mean, when I was born, I grew up with the Clone Wars at the same time, and then when I rewatched them during my ultimate Star Wars phase, which was like over COVID, because like I was being diehard, but there was like this time that, whoa, I got fucking shredded. I didn't think he was connecting with me. There's this time over COVID that I was like, oh, I'm just gonna rewatch all the things that I used to like, and it just like re-sparked all my love for like my favorite franchises, which is nice. I missed all my shots. Sorry, I'm very stressed out. Hold on, I'm not doing that. Oh fuck, this is no better. This is absolutely okay. Get fucked. Easy. That was all me. That was a solo tank job. I will hear nothing of it. Oh, ultra glitch. So yeah, season 7. The way they end it, it's phenomenal. And I appreciate there's a lot of different ways that people say the clones turned, or they had a choice, they didn't have a choice, they had a choice, but it was like it was like they literally know nothing else but follow orders. So all this sort of great things, but my favorite version is actually the version that Disney have picked of this, like, they didn't have an option, but some of them with like this sheer force of will could delay it. Like, there's people that have problems with like the chips and they didn't work. Pretty sure Wolf has one, and that's why we see him in Rebels. I know Rex has his removed, obviously, but like seeing Rex turn on Ahsoka was heartbreaking, and the callback to Fives, great. Fives had this fantastic arc of figuring everything out when nobody believed them, which is just another thing that makes the Clone Wars so good, because it is just this like I hate the argument about the prequels. Oh, you know what's going to happen. I'm like, that doesn't make them bad. Do you know what I mean? And I think Fives' arc is one of those reasons. It's like, you know this is going to happen. You've seen Revenge of the Sith presumably for the Clone Wars. they have this moment of being told exactly what's wrong, but this like overconfidence and naivety of the Jedi kicks in, and they're like, nah. It's the same thing when Obi-Wan, like, I love him, but Obi-Wan is told in Attack of the Clones, he is told the person at the head of the fucking Army of the Republic is the Sith Lord, and he's like, okay, Dooku, keep running your mouth. He's just like, shut up. Like he's explicitly told, and Dooku offers to work, and I understand he wouldn't offer to work with him, but they never he doesn't look into it, and that's not a plot hole, because it is the overconfidence of the Jedi, and they're like, yeah, we're not gonna be that stupid, come on, we have to, like, we're not that bad, we're a little bit slower than we used to be, but we're not that bad. We're like, I fucking love it, it's genius. And I think a lot of that sort of stuff in the Clone Wars, whoa, he's a shotgun. I hit those shots, I'm sorry. A lot of stuff in the Clone Wars builds to that, and it's essential viewing for the full Star Wars experience, because a lot of the politics and how easy the Jedi are manipulated are the ones that stand out and fight against it. It makes it so sad. It's like, it's not a tragedy because it could have ended a different way. It's a tragedy because it could only end this way. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those things, and that's what I do love about Star Wars. Yet it pains me to see Anakin turn every time. It pains me that he never forgives Obi-Wan. But then in Return of the Jedi, when they're standing side by side, you're just like, you know they had a conversation. You know they had a hug, and just, that's all that matters. Do you know what I mean? It's so fucking wholesome. I love it. I do love it so much, and that's why I hate how Disney have made me feel about it with the sequels. But there is such an easy solution to anybody struggling out there with the sequel syndrome. Pretend they never happened. Just ignore them. Just actually erase them from your canon memory. Just take them away. It's that easy. Because I tell you, if you just kill Star Wars after Return of the Jedi and pick up either nothing or Legends especially, man, life is worth living again. All of a sudden, life is worth living. I promise you. Because I suffered for a while of just, I can't look at Star Wars. The same as Game of Thrones. That's a whole nother video. But it's, I can't watch it, I can't look at it, I can't do anything. I've no love for it anymore because of what's happened to it. No. Just gotta look at it from a different angle. As Obi-Wan says, from a certain point of view, that's all it is. That's all it is. So go enjoy your Star Wars again. Pick up Legends. Stop it at Return of the Jedi. Rewatch the Clone Wars. That's what I'm doing right now, and you just, everything comes back. The love for Star Wars comes back when you're watching some of those Clone Wars arcs and just Clone Wars in general. It's fucking magic. And there's a lot of controversy with Dave Filoni and how good is he, and I think he is our best option. I think there's a lot of problems. That is the thing. It's not even nostalgia, but like the Clone Wars is essentially fogging my how would Dave Filoni actually handle Star Wars right now, because I think he would focus on his characters, which isn't a bad thing. But then like Ahsoka wasn't great. Do you know what I mean? I love Ahsoka. Ahsoka's top 5 characters in Star Wars for me, but then like falls flat on its face when it comes to being an entertaining TV show. Like I loved the Anakin episode, but it's a bad episode. Do you know what I mean? I loved seeing Hayden Christensen. I loved seeing the Clone Wars in live action. I loved seeing a young Ahsoka in live action. Like, that's where that comes from. But that's not good writing on Dave Filoni's part. It's not. It is successful. Well, it's not even successful. It's just key jangling. And yeah, I found it entertaining, but it's not good. And that is not what we need in the future of Star Wars, essentially. We need more than that. Okay, I'll take you on. Okay, let's do it. Come on. I just have a habit of not looking at my health when I'm a hero. shit. For coming into the game like extremely late, that wasn't like 7's not the worst spot to be in. This is all your fault. Thanks G. I will not be playing another game as a separatist. It's not entertaining to me. Grievous isn't bad, but I can't kill my fellow brothers. So yeah, a lot of things to say about Star Wars. A lot of good, a lot of bad. But I try to focus on the good, unless you spark me on the bad, because then it's so much easier to talk about the bad, I promise you. There's so much to say. So much to rant about, so much. But yeah, okay, let me rank the movies. I got Revenge of the Sith on my 1. I'm always stuck on 2. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take that step, and I'm gonna say Return of the Jedi. I know it's not a popular opinion. I hate the first 20 minutes of Return of the Jedi. Who doesn't? But the rest of the movie's pretty good. It's very good. I don't mind the Ewoks. I think it's a fantastic fight. I love the green lightsaber. There's something about the green lightsaber. All that builds. Number 3, I gotta go Empire. Enough said. People have that at their 1 commonly. I don't blame them. Then A New Hope, one of the best written movies ever made. Then probably Rogue One. Then probably, inshallah, get me in here. I will go the nicer one. I do prefer Phase 1 over Phase 2, but this is so much nicer. I think after Rogue One, probably. See, I prefer, as I've just talked about, substance, but here I'm gonna go back on my word. I'm gonna put Phantom Menace. And yes, it is because of the lightsaber fight. I know that's what we just talked about, and I know I said it wasn't those reasons, but that is such a good fight. It's fantastic. I love Qui-Gon Jinn. I love young Anakin. I watched that in the cinema when they did their re-releases, and I was so taken aback by how like emotionally invested in it I was. Like, I was upset when Anakin was leaving. I was upset. I've seen this movie hundreds of times. I was upset when Qui-Gon died, and I was like, what the fuck? Do you know, it's just not something that like crosses my mind when I watch it separately. When I watched it in the cinema, it just hit me. It was great. Okay, we've changed back to Phase 1 apparently. So I'm gonna put that, and then Attack of the Clones. And Attack of the Clones is the better movie. It's got the worst lightsaber fight out of any movie ever. It does. There's one cool scene where the lights go out, but it is ass. It is for Yoda, and I think Yoda's great, and I think, especially for the time, like, nobody had ever seen Yoda fight with a lightsaber. He balls out, great. But I think when we look back on it, it's the lesser one. Yeah, I think it's bad. It does show a lot of character stuff, and I think that is your best character pushing movie by Revenge of the Sith. So them two, then Solo, then probably the Clone Wars movie. Actually no, I'm putting the Clone Wars movie above that. What am I saying? I like Solo as well. Like, I like them all, but there is I like Solo, but there's something about the Clone Wars movie. It is terrible, but I think I've probably seen that more than any Star Wars movie due to a childhood that I once had. Fuck, I knew he was there as well. Yeah, I just kept watching that movie. I don't think I knew the difference as a kid between the Clone Wars show and the Clone Wars movie, so that's probably where that came from. But I do have an attachment. Let me say that again. I do have an attachment to it. Oh, come on, brother. Thank you. Oh. So there we go. But the best thing, sorry, I completely skipped over the best thing Disney have done. I'm sticking with Clone Wars Season 7. I think we're going Clone Wars Season 7, Rogue One, Mando Season 1 and 2. If you include Mando Season 3, it is bottom 2 or 3 things that Disney have done, because it is so unforgivably bad. then again, I understand you can't pick and choose canon, but with Star Wars you really have to, otherwise you will just hate the franchise. I'm sorry, I don't do it with any other franchise. Sorry, a lie, I do that with Lord of the Rings. Rings of Power is not canon, but like, it actually isn't. There's books instead of it, so you don't even need that shit. So yeah, then what else of Disney you don't think? Probably Solo. I enjoyed Solo. It's not great, I understand that, but I do have a lot of fun with it. And I think the Kessel Run is fun. I think it's sick. Maybe it's not exactly how people envisioned, and I understand that. And I think people wanted it to be a different circumstance. Like, he was actually in a race, and he was just like, it was literally like a Tokyo Drift situation where he just pulls out the Falcon and balls out. And I think that would be a lot of fun. But if I'm not talking about realism in Star Wars, but it's probably on the lesser realistic end of what could happen. Do you know what I mean? So I understood run away from the Empire. Makes sense. But I loved the card game. I love Donald Glover and everything he's in. So especially as Lando, he was good. He's like not as, he's trying to be like more James Bondy, mysterious, and like as he's older and he becomes this guy, he loosens up. But the way Han describes him in Empire, I feel they kind of land in the movie. I know he's getting his own show or his own movie or whatever. I'd actually be excited for that. Lando's always been a pretty solid character, but I really like him in Solo. So I think the card game stuff's great. The problem with Solo, let's just put it on the table in really raw forms, pun intended. He fucks robots. Like, what the fuck? Lando has sex with L3. And don't tell me they don't and it's implied. They do. It's more than implied. They ask. And she says, it works. It works. That's insane. And I understand it's Star Wars. And let's be honest, it probably has happened. And I don't disagree with you. But why does it have to be Lando Calrissian, the quote-unquote ladies man? It makes no sense. I can't even call it like Disney doing their typical like demasculation of whatever, or not typical, but you know, trying to do this like demasculation of your favorite characters, because they have. Let's be like, that's what a lot of those videos are, or not videos. Sorry. It's a lot of what our legacy characters have become. Fucking hell, this fella. Because it's not. Because they still let him be the ladies' man, just to a robot. Damn it, Battlefront. Yeah, man, this game is my livelihood. I'm so down to play if you have the PlayStation. Or if you ever want to play, even not tonight. Tonight for me anyway. But yeah, no, I fucking love my Battlefront. I wish we have more people playing Battlefront. I wish, like, I cannot get an original trilogy or an Empire era capital supremacy ever. Because I kind of prefer the Galactic Assault, and only because I've been in some crazy games where the ending on the ship is just, oh man, I remember the best one ever I had was, I don't remember the map, whatever. We went up and back. It's honestly a great game. I played on the PS5. Not the best. Yeah, it is very fun. It is very fun. I'm sorry, it is. It's sick. It is our best Star Wars game. I think that's not ridiculous to say. But yeah, the best Battlefront game I had, went up and back about 6 times. I was clones. I think it was Camino. Let's just add to the cinematics. I'm still salty Vader, never got it damaged. Fuck yeah, that's so fair. Oh my god, the potential we had of like a dark side Anakin, or even like a Vader that is Anakin, just with the Sith eyes. Do you know, like, imagine that. I like, that's enough. Just have his face kind of redded out and Sithed out Vader. Oh, you best believe I know. I feel like it's Bane. I was always a little Obi-Wan guy, so I got most of my skins. I really wanted an episode 1 and 2 skin, nearly just to get that episode where I was behind me to get that episode 1 and 2 lightsaber, because I love that lightsaber. Darth Maul's here. Does he see me? Yeah? Alright, okay. I knew that was gonna happen. Skins has so much potential. Jango Fett, yes. Jango Fett as a character, never been in armor. Stormtroopers, yeah. Sorry, it cuts off for me. I'm down to Caped Grievous. Caped Grievous would be sick. Yeah, there's a lot of potential. I do feel bad for the devs. I feel like it wasn't up to them. I mean, it wasn't, but I appreciate what they did for the game, and I know that they're still very active on like Reddit and stuff about like what could have been, and they leaked what could have been. And I know Kyber, I don't know if you've heard about that, but if you do want to get like not even extra skins, just extra characters and stuff, go play Kyber on, or get that kind of mod on PC, because that's where like they just have characters. They have like Cal Kestis, Ahsoka, they have Jango Fett, they have everybody just reskinned as those characters, and it is pretty sick. Apparently I've never played it because I'm on PlayStation, but pretty sick. This game is the Commando droid personally. Yeah, it is sick. It is so good, man. You've only seen it, but I only have it. Yeah. Same, I'm only on the PlayStation. Whoa, that is a lot of fucking droids. Hold on. Let me see what I can do here. Cue the For the Republic TikToks. Oh, I'm so bad with the inverted view. Oh my. Get fucked. Smoke bomb. Oh yes, that's such a good shot. I use that for heroes. I nearly exclusively save it for heroes because I'm you know, terrified. Which has happened a good few times. But the commando droids are the best part about playing as a separatist. I think that's a fair statement. No, yes. So yeah, it's sick. Sorry, just seeing your chat there, you only PS5. Yeah, that's fair. I'd love to play Kyber as well, but it is still sick. Oh my fucking god! Okay. That's fine. He missed me. Gary's here the game. Yeah, as you've just seen, I don't know when you sent that, but I think it just fucking jumped out of nowhere at me. Yes, Gary's here in the game for the Grievous. There is something about playing as screw every. Oh, it's so terrifying. It's like a jump never is enough. I can never time the roll. I don't even think you can get the roll. All this, it's terrible. Like you're running away, yeah. You just hear like the cackling laugh, and therefore he's right behind you, and he's chasing you. It's terrible. But yeah, I do love this game. It is sick. Yeah, I'm thinking about the potential skins. I want more phase one skins, to be honest. I'm a big phase 1 guy for the clones. Yeah, imagine like Rex as a hero. Fucking hell. Have this Graves Means have this theme. Yeah. Dun. Yeah, it's sick. They do just look cooler. It's so simplistic, and it's like obviously like it's all original, but it is like this they're not trying to be the phase 2, because obviously the phase 2 kind of kick in afterwards. It's so much better, so much cleaner. Like even the shinies, as they call them, the guys that are just like the all white ones, they just look better. They just do. I have a little figure one over on my, like right beside me on my wall. They look better. Cody looks better. Rex looks 300 times better in my opinion. And I have the Rex helmet paint to collapse in my room and scream Kenobi. Oh, you haven't done that? Oh, I thought I have. Oh yeah, I agree. I do appreciate when like people in this game really get on it, like really just appreciate the 1v1s and start doing the good emotes, and you always get them all hits. Kenobi drops to his knees, and you'll get Kenobi doing something nice. I wish he had them all. He may have them. All right, I'm fucking playing terribly. He may have them all, but yeah. I do appreciate those kind of like cinematic moments in this game. Who do I mainly play as heroes? So if you go the kind of OT, I wouldn't really play the sequels a lot. If I did, I would like nearly exclusively rock First Order and Kylo. If you go OT, nearly always Vader. I'm a good Boba Fett, but there is something about catching 4 or 5 people in a choke and throwing your lightsaber through it. Like, what else is there to say? It's probably Vader, and then Luke and Han. Although Leia is good. I've got the highest kill streak I ever got in this game was with Leia. I think it was like 127 people in one streak, and it was with Leia. I just had this corner trapped, and they couldn't fucking do anything. It was great. When it comes to prequels and like this sort of stuff, I'd nearly play is to be annoying. Look. Everyone to their own. BB-8s and the other ones are tough to kill in Heroes vs Villains, so you rank pretty high, I'd say, so don't worry about it. As I said, each to their own. But yeah, when you come to prequels, I am a Obi-Wan guy or an Anakin guy. I'd probably avoid Yoda. I nearly put down, I don't think I understand how to play him. I put a lot of hours into Obi-Wan and Anakin, because I love them. And I didn't put it into Yoda, so now it's just like I'm not as in depth with them. Darth Vader watching the soccer ball sends 3 Jedi get sent flying off the best spend 3 seconds into the fight. Man, I'm doing Heroes vs Villains later, and watch it happen. Watch it happen. It always happens. Oh, I'm so sorry, General Grievous. Oh my god. Stuff of nightmares. But yeah, I love playing Obi-Wan, and I do appreciate he's like a more defensive hero, which is kind of in with his style. General Grievous, common occurrence. General Grievous jump scare. What is this guy doing? I know that tank is trying to kill me. I'm just trying to get a few extra kills, but I'm too bad. So yeah, I love playing Anakin. I don't know if you've played, like, when was the last time you played or when you start playing. Fine, like all answers are grand. But if you played like pre-nerf Anakin Skywalker, holy fuck, no, you couldn't touch him. You couldn't touch him. He was like your chosen one. He was insane. So I started playing him with then. But like even the nerf he has, I still think he's arguably probably the most powerful, if not one of the most powerful. Remember, Anakin wasn't in game. Yeah, same. There we go. Okay, so you remember. Yeah, it is nasty what he could do when he got his like retribution and grabbed everybody. It was just game over. Like he could take like pretty much over half of health on any like hero, if not one shot them. So, like, what else do you want? You know? But yeah, no, I was a game one or a day one person. There was a hiatus, like, no word of a lie, there was a hiatus for a while. But I remember what brought me back was when they were doing that like challenge to get the skins for Luke and Leia and Maul. I was just so on it. I was like, oh, let's fucking go. I'm doing this, you know. So I got back into it and loved it ever since again. Once I was holding command solo on Naboo and I hear the cough emote and I froze. Yeah, nah, that'll send you straight to nightmares. That's so fair. So speaking of best games, I didn't tell you, I never finished the story. As Cody Rhodes would say, I've got to finish the story. Basically, we're all in Camino. We go up 4 or 5 times, and then this guy, it gets to the stage where we have one. Both of us only have one, and people are just throwing themselves. So you have people jumping, like myself. Oh my goodness, people jumping in front of the like the thing they have to destroy, the reactor, and people jumping at it. So you got people exclusively buying the jetpack guys or the ARC troopers, whatever, and they would throw themselves at it and just shoot and die straight away because everybody just surrounded this. There was nothing else. Like, if the Separatists only came in jetpacks, nobody even bothered to do heroes. It was insane, and it went on fucking ages. Oh, sick. I looked up and Grievous was just stood on the ledge. He was still oh nah. Yeah. You lost that point. Whoa. Just got sniped. Yeah, look, what can you do? Heavy clone players fighting the urge not jump into a 1v12 with the mini. Alright, bet. You want to see? Wait. We'll go Kenobi. When I get the minigun again, you best believe that's my plan. I've done it before, I'll do it again. That corridor, that's all the corridor is. It's just people. Alright, I know this is a bad call. I know I'm gonna die, but it has to be done. Someone has to. Ooh, my game lagged. I knew I had to. You are bold one. Yeah, I could get him again. Someone has to do it. Someone has to throw themselves at it. Otherwise, that happens and we lose it. There has to be a level of I will die for the Republic. Don't worry, we get to this corridor. I'll hit it for the Republic. I love those TikTok edits. They just get me fucking hyped. This game, man, so cinematic, so beautiful, so beautiful. Alright, let me get in a nice position here. General Kenobi. Wait. What's my name to fight in this game, in my opinion? Ooh, what's an annoying thing to fight? That's a really good question, because there's a few. I think it depends on what you are. If you're just like a regular trooper and someone has a jetpack, it is really annoying. As a hero, the most annoying hero to fight, I do find... Oh shit! I'm not in the right place for this. Just realized there. Oh wow. Alright, we lost this game. What the hell are they doing to the reactor? Most annoying thing, droidekas are pretty annoying if they're good. Wow, we just lost the game so quickly. That is insane. Like, you think of a really good droideka player, he'll murk you. Fighting Boba in Heroes of Villains, yeah, it's insane. Actually, no, I have my answer. Because you've just reminded me. You could say it's Boba, or you could say it is Bosk. Bosk is in my nightmares. I hate Bosk so much. Whether you're a hero, whether you're a normal trooper, everything is painful. It is terrible. It is an absolute demon, and he controls points with the poison. His jump is insane. He can shoot through a lightsaber block. He is a absolute fucking nightmare as a hero. I do agree with Boba. I see it. I've been there. I feel it. But just very recently, I've had a lot of Bosk run-ins. Fucking hell. Whenever we're in Heroes vs. Villains and we see Bosk with new objective, kill the reptile. Bet. That is sounds like a good plan. Yeah, I do believe it takes some skill to be a Bosk, but God help me, when I see one, it's like I love killing them. I will like stand up and like rip off my shirt when I kill a Bosk, but like it is frustrating when you're just running. A good Han Solo is very entertaining. I agree, especially in Heroes vs. Villains, the roles. I just try to separate though and use the Force ability or be Han Solo. Back in my day, when I was a young man, because apparently I haven't anymore, I did do a lot of Han Solo work, and it was good. I was good at him, but seeing some of the TikToks like nowadays on how people do Han Solo, it's insane. I do respect it. Yeah, then again, like the same with Chewbacca, the shooting through a lightsaber is insane. And if you have enough, like Chewbacca has this like ground pound. Obviously I've played fuck all Chewbacca, as you can see, and like the ground pound, the shooting through, like he is not easy to kill with a lightsaber. Easier to kill with a blaster. By the way, I'm using this blaster. I don't know if you've played it. It hits so fucking hard. It really hits hard. Like it will one tap people, but it shoots in like a burst. So whatever. It's good for like spawn camping, and because you'll just sit there and everybody that spawns in, boom, dead, and it will shred if you hit headshots. But there is something about using like the default weapons that you see in the movies and stuff, and it just gets you going. It gets you going. I love this map as well. Fucking hell. But yeah, no, I love Supremacy. I really like the going up into the ship. I think it just adds that extra element to it. Scared of BB-8 player. Oh god, I'm trying to read this thing. I'm scared of BB-8 player. One time I was in Heroes of Villains, kind of froze me, and BB-8 took advantage of the situation. God, I just shock. Fuck. Oh man, that is so funny. Yeah, Kylo's not bad. We hate on a Kylo. Kylo could shred. And the frenzy's not a bad move. Those first two attacks do leave you a bit open. Roll. Oh, I missed. That's me. That's me cooked. Kylo's not bad. He's so cool. Like, he's the best part of the sequels. Just got ruined, unfortunately. But he's pretty sick in this game. Fucking love this game. Oh man, the skin. I can't stop thinking about the skin potential now that you said it. Oh, so many. So fucking many. We could have had people with dual wielding lightsabers. Oh, here. It's shielded, it's cop out. That was so annoying. In Heroes of Villains, it must be Kylo Ren. I know sequels are meh, but the film designs are fire. That's literally what I said. I 100% agree with you. Kylo Ren looks insane, and I know like there's story reasons why he rebuilt the mask, and it's a bit silly, but he looks sick. And the triple lightsaber is so fucking clean, and I really appreciate the lore on it. I don't know how update on lore and stuff you are. Love it. So I fuck with a Kylo Ren. I wouldn't main Kylo Ren, but I definitely, he is not like the worst option. I'd probably go Vader, Dooku, then Kylo. Do you know what I mean? Then Maul probably. Kylo Ren, Flame Troopers, Praetorian Guards. Yeah, they all are incredible designs. I agree. And like, I really like the First Order Stormtrooper design. Like, it's really good. I know we love to hate. So do I. But it's really good. Like, if nostalgia wasn't there, it might be better. Alright, here's your For the Republic. For the Republic. Just stand here. Oh yeah. Do it then. Worth it. Fucking worth it. I will never forgive Disney for cutting the delete scene of BB-8 fighting BB-9E. Scene was literally done. Appeared in the trailer for Battlefront. Oh, I did not know about that. That is. Just give us extended cuts of the movies. We already have them on like the prequels. Please. I 100% agree. I just don't get why scenes like those that could like appeal to people, like people that like BB-8 shit. Like the Clone Wars gave us like R2-D2 episodes, and whatever you want to say about them, they do add to R2, and that's probably why he's so beloved and so famous, is because you have these like single episodes with him. So I agree, not having those scenes with like BB-8 is probably detrimental in the long run and could have been sick. One thing would I add to Battlefront? If I could add one thing. Okay. One thing. And good question. I have a few. There's the one that comes to mind immediately is really basic. Not anything too much. I'd like to go up into the ships in maybe they're backflip. I'd like to go up into the ships like, you know, you go into the Venator in Capsule Supremacy, but in the OT trilogy, and in addition the sequels, because the sequels and the OT games end so quickly, and it's like the second someone dominates the map, the game's over. There's no like redemption thing of let's come back from this, you know, which is why the prequel era in this game is so good, because you can go up to the ships and come back. I'd add a reinforcement, the duelist, more melee focused trooper sounds good, like man guards. Oh yeah, I get exactly what you mean. That would be sick. And they kind of like counter the lightsabers essentially. Well, not counter, but like stand a bit of a chance, because right now if Maul runs at me, I'm cooked. I definitely see the vision there. I would add a lot of heroes as well, like just a lot of heroes. Obviously, I'd add a good few maps. I really like the Starfighter part of this game. I think it's really neglected. So probably something with that. Ewok Hunt is sick. More things like that. I could play Ewok Hunt now if you wanted, because that game is fucking terrifying. Especially when you have like your mates and stuff online. That is so scary, man. It is. Nah, it's terrifying. Add Snoke for no reason. Okay, let's go. Add Snoke for no reason, man. I love Andy Serkis. I'd love an Andy Serkis voice line of this game. Come on, let's do it. I see it. I see the vision. I see the vision. Yeah, a lot of characters. I'd add the extended part of the missions for the OT, especially. Okay, this guy is actually not bad. Oh, I fucking autofocus with the bleeding PlayStation. Ewok Hunt players. There's definitely more serious scary mode. Alright. Hey, it's a much more serious scary mode. Come on. Nah, I haven't played it without like a group of friends to play it with, but I remember we had like 5 or 6 of us on. Nah, that's a lie. We had about 4 people on. I cannot get 5 people to play Battlefront with me. Imagine I got 5 people to play Battlefront with me. That'd be sick. Oh no, it's a trap. Yeah. Oh, I missed. He's gonna use this fucking thing. I'm so bad, lads. Alright. Nah. Oh, he tried it. It's a trap, yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, last episode it was just everybody kind of shouting and screaming, and when they became the Ewoks, they were like, "Oh, we're coming for you," type of thing, which was fun. I miss that. I miss having people that fucking play this fantastic game with, because like most games, it is just better with people. Some games like exclusively you cannot play by yourself. Like I stand by, you can't play Sea of Thieves by yourself. I think Sea of Thieves is one of my favorite games ever, and you just can't. It's impossible to play by yourself. Freddy Fazbear. That's a good inside joke though. It's a weird first like initial reaction though, but I respect it. Mod Freddy's Ewoks. Okay, I'm telling you, there's that mod out there. I feel like I haven't seen it, but it sounds like such a good one. Like it just definitely would happen. Some of the mods that they could do for Ewok Hunt are very funny. They could do very funny ones actually. Fucking hell. Yeah. Just the potential. Oh, fucking hell. A very absolute cinema. I agree. I'll just put down my shoulder. I'll just hit the hands. I'll hit the Martin Scorsese hands, and that happens. Wow. He didn't respect the Scorsese. He didn't respect Scorsese. Let's try something different. Let's pull out Rex, shall we? We're as close as we're ever going to get to Rex, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, I adore Rex as well. He'd be so cool to play in this game. Then again, I couldn't kill him. Like, it's whatever about killing close enough, exactly. Tell you what I was thinking. I was sitting there playing, not even playing, I was watching a video of someone playing Marvel Rivals, and I was like, why haven't Disney done like a Star Wars kind of shooter like this? Like, it feels like wasted potential here, because amount of character, like the same arguments. I can't see this guy. Oh, you asshole. You pulled your tactic. Oh, no one lobster. But yeah, it seems so obvious to just like if you're gonna squeeze us for money, right? Do it the right way, wouldn't it? My game just absolutely lagged out. I did not hit the first person. But yeah, Star Wars Rivals will go so hard. It's just like, I feel like it's an obvious thing. Maybe they're working on it now. But I definitely understand why they did rivals first. But imagine like your tanks were your Jedi. What's up, man? Holland, French, living in Holland. I ended up here. What's up? Hope you enjoy playing a bit of Battlefront. We're talking about Star Wars. If Grievous wouldn't be a dive plank, yeah, I wouldn't play. That's so fair. That's very fair. Like, imagine you had like some of the clones as DPS, or like Chewie as DPS and stuff, and you had oh, what have I done? What have I done? Well, think about who could be healers though. I'm gonna need to throw some people at me that way because I actually can't think of any. I feel like once you say one, it might be really obvious. Luke players seeing Grievous dive into their backline. Absolute fear of God. But yeah, like imagine Anakin Skywalker as a tank. Do you know what I mean? Darth Vader is a tank. Like, sick. Absolutely sick stuff. Video of Grievous playing Minecraft. What? Saw a video of Grievous. I assume it's like an AI one? Or it's like Grievous in... Oh, that is terrifying. Okay. No need. Is it like Grievous playing Minecraft or Grievous in Minecraft? Or is it like one of those ones where he's like the picture of him has the headset? Because I love watching them. They're like, there's always like the ones for Fortnite, and it's like they all just talk to each other. It's like Luke and Anakin and everything. Yeah, I love the ones of them like in the headsets. It's so funny. How's Naboo going? It is. We're getting hammered. Yeah, I've been loving the conversation, so I'm not giving it my full attention. I like playing Jedi, but I like playing Jedi in the ships more, so I'm kind of holding these points so I can just spam Obi-Wan and Anakin in the when we go up to the ship. But I love this game, so even if you're losing, it's good. And don't worry, we'll get some... Where the flying fuck did he come from? Wow. So you get some good moments anyway. That's a maxed out maul. Insanity. General Craft, yes, I promise you I will have a look at that later, and the next time I'm streaming or post a video I will mention him, because I love this type of videos. Love the Fortnite ones. They nearly they make me play Fortnite again. Ender Scum, you carrots will make a fine addition to my collection. Nice. Respect. That's an elite reference. Fuck with your references. I fucking love that. Yeah, there's a great Grievous playing Minecraft. That's oddly wholesome. Yeah, he's just chilling. He's just having a good time. He's living his cut the relationships with the Wookiees I have. Yeah, exactly. He's just having a good time, you know? What the hell? He's just having a good time. That's what I love, those voice makers look like streamers be interested. Honestly, really adorable, yeah. Naboo does look beautiful, I agree. I will fight my way to the main stage. I try attacking the Wookiees. Wookiees! Oh, Wookiees crazy. We have a betting man here. Oh yeah, this is the main, if you want to see the beauty in Naboo, this is the main kind of place. Yeah, I'm giving you a little scenic tour in the middle of the fight, but it is sick. Yoda will take the battalion of clones and reinforce the Wookiees on Kashyyyk. Here we go, here's the question. Who says that? In the Jedi Council room, who says that? Go on. Little quiz. Who can get it in first? Who said that? What about the droid attacking the Wookiees? It's interesting to think. Agent Collar. Interesting. I just went. You got hit by a friggin' tank and died. Yeah. Although I've hopped on on top of a few tanks before, and that is cinematic as fuck. Is it Agent Collar? I thought it was Gary Mundy. Or was it? No, it's Mace who says that. Settled then. That's Samuel Jackson. Am I wrong? Somebody pull it up. Review the footage right now. I like this game, but it looks like a mess. What the fuck? Ooh, am I lagging, or is it actually the graphics of the game? Psychopath. Hold on. Broken my legs are hospitalized. Can anyone is a psychopath? Remember when he Yes, he is. He's pretty fucking vicious, and he has these. I've been rewatching the Clone Wars, and he just has these moments of just like, even to Obi-Wan, he's just like, yeah, cop on, people die. Do you know what I mean? Just very ruthless of like, things happen, move on, we're here now. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he wanted to gas them all out. No war crimes are committed in the Clone Wars. I pinky promise. Fucking hell. You someone see Dooku or the Emperor? You sometimes see Dooku or the Emperor. Is this to do with the... Wait, looking bad? Flint, oh my god. Kiadi Mundi, Flint and Steel, the Geonosians. Write that shit down. Write that shit down! Yeah, a few Jedi do some pretty fucking heinous things in Clone Wars. I do like when Anakin... Not that I like war crimes. I like when Anakin does those kind of things and they slowly play like the Imperial March. Like there's the one on Mandalore where Satine's captured, and you get the great scene of we get the great scene of him being like, oh yeah, I said the word, I would have left Jedi Order, and your man is talking about they both can't kill him because of their morals. He's like, who will be the cold-blooded killer? And Anakin stabs him, and they slowly play like the Imperial March, and it's like, oh yes, I see you, Dave Filoni, I know what you're doing. Kiarimoni, spirited, yeah, Yoda is controlled by the Separatists. Did he say that? Oh, we were actually in a Hunchback Asthma. So Uncivilized. So Uncivilized is an emote you can spam all the time. It's perfect in everything. Tase and try something. I feel like I'm missing this in my lore. You gotta point me in the right direction. Yeah, Yoda's controlled by the Separatists. Is that in the Clone Wars? Am I just being stupid? I could be tired. It's pretty late where I am. But yeah, fuck it. He does say some pretty stupid shit though. Am I blind? He does say some pretty stupid shit, I agree. Shut the Hunchback with lung problems. We forget that blaster, and it says, oh shit, yeah, I completely remember what you're talking about now, Separatist. I wasn't doubting you, but I just couldn't place it 100% with what you're getting at now. He is a weird, but he's still a baller Jedi on paper. Do you know what I mean? I do enjoy him. I enjoy those foreheads. I remember as a kid, someone told me that's Mark Hamill, but they told me that's Luke Skywalker. So for years I was like, oh, that's Luke Skywalker, and he gets like born again because that's what that species does. That was my headcanon for a long time because someone just told me that. I do remember exactly what you're talking about. I'm trying to think of other fucking heinous things. Grievous's body size. That is so fair. I mean, Order 66 was an easy target. They didn't have to aim at much there. It's a pretty big subject matter. Do you know what I mean? How can you play 1v1s on Battlefront 2? I don't think you can. No, surely you can. You can do it like in person. I'm pretty sure, like if someone's sitting beside you. You can do custom games and stuff, but not 100% sure. Maybe someone on chat will help you out. You just hear the lightsaber and you know you're dead. But my thing would be probably custom games or local play. IRL, yeah. Like someone sitting beside you playing on the same PlayStation. Share play, yeah, you could do share play because then that's essentially someone sitting beside you. It's the same thing. So share play if you're trying to play online, yeah, that's probably your best bet. Then like custom games or local play, arcade, and then just kind of there's settings you can pick and just go heroes versus heroes if you want to do that, and just select the team size to nothing. I have done it before. Now that I think about it, so it's not too bad. It's pretty much as it's coming up. Like you'll see what you have to do. It's not so bad, but it should be local play for custom games. I hope that helps. I'm sorry, I haven't done that in a long time. I'm rolling, I promise I'm rolling. Damn, focus on me. You're British. Do you British Jews drink tea even when you lose a naval battle? It's crazy. See, I'm British and my friends are Australian, so SharePlay has more pixels than bloody Minecraft. Yeah, I have a few British friends. I'm Irish, but I have a few British friends, and when I play with them, it is no. It's not okay. We played WWE together, and I can't even see the like counter button. So any finisher, I know if people know WWE like it, every finisher move lands. I've been hit with thousands of RKOs that are so counterable. Not very British of you. Did you not drink tea? Yeah, get that over here as well. The tea thing is a big thing here. We don't have many naval battles, so we leave that over to the Brits. Tune into anybody. Oh man, I really appreciate you. You didn't have to say that. I really appreciate you saying you tune in. Yeah, I do them as much as I can. Currently I'm finishing college for the year, and I've kind of assignments and stuff. But I have 2 videos coming out soon. Bloody what? I have 2 videos coming out soon, so they'll be out in the next 2 weeks, or at least one of them will be. But yeah, it's basically like I kind of like Star Wars, like Battlefront. I was playing a bit of Elden Ring as well. So I'm gonna just stream, like, instead of just like playing by myself, I'll just stream my free time and talk about stuff. So I really appreciate your support, obviously, and thank you. Yeah, no, that means a lot to hear that. Both world wars, so yeah, okay. No, we accept you here. I know a lot of Germans. We accept you. You're okay. You're okay in my eyes. I'm making a vid called the Marvel Rival Experience. It's my best rival script with funny edits. Bro, go for it, man. It is so fun. I only started doing like videos and content creation this year. It is a lot of fun. Like, even just sitting here and honestly, like, oh, let me get this. Even just this, being able to talk to people about Star Wars while I'm just playing my game, the most fun I've had in a fucking while. Do you know what I mean? So I really appreciate you guys hanging around just to have a chat. Because yeah, it's made my night. Like, so I love doing this type of thing. Or saying, like, I have 2 videos of my channel at the moment. They're both movie reviews, and just like, more so, I like editing and all that stuff. More so than that, it's like having your own stuff out there and people talking about that is so fun. So when you put that out to get your like comments and stuff, it's so fun, man, just to interact with people. And obviously people like aren't always nice, but I'm telling you, it'd be so sick. Oh man, yeah, go ahead, Nami. If I become a consistent viewer of these Battlefront streams, yeah, do, man. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do them every 2 or 3 days. I smashed that subscribe button so hard it turned into Anakin's diploma. The tragedy dark side. Oh, thank you so much. I think that's the best someone's ever said they subscribed to me in that vivid detail. To pause on my very I am extremely grateful for everything. We came back from like a 70-0 deficit here on Naboo, by the way. I know I've not really been paying attention to the game, but we just fucking won. But anyway, yeah, I love it, and I really appreciate the interaction. And yes, that is the best how you subscribe button I've ever heard. But yeah, man, feel free to add me. I'm not gatekeeping anything. I'd love to play with people. But yeah, I'd love to do these every 2 or 3 days. Tomorrow probably will do one. I have a match in the evening, and then I'm probably doing nothing after. Then probably until I might do one on Thursday, because I have a essay due. You know, I'm very close to getting all my college work done, and then I can kind of do this full time over the summer and stuff. So it's a lot of fun, very exciting. It's actually quite frustrating to have to do like college work and all this sort of thing, and not be able to do this all the time. So, but yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I love playing games that I like and talk about things I like. But yeah, oh, I hope you do come back for the streams. It would mean a lot. Obviously, feel free to dip in and out as you please. But yeah, and if you want to see any other games, let me know. I was thinking about doing like a kind of a walkthrough series of a game that I haven't played, and just leave it up as episodes of streaming, basically. So you can kind of watch along if you want to. Oh man, really appreciate the subscribe with notifications and all. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can definitely do Marvel Rivals ones because I have stupid amounts of hours in that game. I pumped a lot of numbers into that game very quickly. It became, I don't think I was that addicted to a game for a long time, and that grabbed me. So yeah, I had a squad going, but I don't even know if they play anymore. But yeah, I'll even just do kind of squad fills and stuff, and we can see how we are. But yeah, really appreciate that. And Marvel Rivals players versus Overwatch players fighting for the best pixel legs. Yeah, you do meet some odd people on it, but it is addicting. Like, it is so fucking addicting. Seeing how chill it can be when you have an active chat as one way to stream. Yeah, oh man, Emma Frost no diff. I'm not gonna say anything about Emma Frost. That's all I need to say. All I need to say is I'm not gonna say anything. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, this is the first kind of time I've had an active chat, so it's been sick. I've had a very good friend of mine tune in every time, and he's always my first guy in, first or last guy out. So Helldivers, let's fucking go. I fucking love Helldivers, and people don't even talk about it anymore, and I've like loads of the fucking war bonds, and I fucking love Helldivers. Sorry, nobody's mentioned, there's Bosk, fuck, nobody's mentioned it in so long. For democracy, I remember telling my girlfriend at the time, I'm going around everything. Let me just say my thanks first. Yeah, it's the first time I've had an active chat, so I appreciate everybody here and hanging around and taking time to text in. Like, it does mean a lot. And it's so much more fun. I've had I was playing Elden Ring and stuff and trying to complete bosses, and it's cool when people like 2 or 3 people come in and they're talking to you. It is so fun. So I've had like a few people in here now talking to me, and it's sick. It's the experience. Do you know what I mean? We do play a lot of silver games, man. It's great minds. But yeah. But Helldivers is so good. It just I don't know, I remember telling my girlfriend at the time, sorry, my girlfriend now, but at the time I was telling her about like the propaganda for it, and I was like, this is a must buy. I was like, you see the effort that's being put into the propaganda from just the fans? And I'm like, I'm in filmmaking, like all this sort of stuff. Sorry, I should be super right now. Nah, college is not important. It's fun. No, I'm not gonna disencourage you from college, but for education, embrace Battlefront 2 streams. Yes, support Battlefront 2, support Star Wars. I really appreciate you hanging around. But yeah, I was telling her about oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm dead. But yeah, and then when I dropped into Helldivers and I saw the mods for like, have you ever seen the mods for Star Wars on Helldivers 2? Oh my god! There's no limit to the amount of money I would spend. Like, I spend silly amounts of money on games that don't even mean that much. What's it called? that don't mean that much to me. The money I would pump into that. So I love Helldivers. I think the combat's sick. I love that kind of for democracy thing, like I'm about to do right now. Come on! It's so sick. I love it. With every step in this conversation, I'm very tempted to add you. You seem very simple. I have a problem with my girlfriend. Bro, add me. Go ahead. Absolutely no problems with that. As I said, I'm not gatekeeping anything. Send me a Tom girl, and I lashed about it for sending me socialist propaganda. Exactly. It's like what Anakin says in Attack of the Clones, when she's like, you ever think we're on the wrong side? And he's like, you sound like a separatist. There is no hesitation to him. He is telling, like, Padme, you know what I mean, the person he's been after for ages, and he's finally getting a shot with. No, shut up. Separatist. Just for speaking her mind. I fuck with it so fucking hard. Sorry, I'm a more... Come on. I'll defend the people who attack the point. That's what I do. Yeah, I love it. I wrote a thesis for my subject about how Helldivers makes fun of propaganda and creates... Oh wow. Oh wow, because would you believe I have an extremely similar essay due in like 2 days, then I haven't started it. So that might be the move. Not to steal your idea. I won't steal your idea. I think it's something else. That is a really good topic. But it is like, it's impressive. Like the amount of money that game is like gathered just from an interactive fan base. Like, because I remember getting like the news reports for Helldivers, and it was like, what's the progress looking like on each planet? And I would watch it because of the production of just the streamer or whatever doing it. It's like, for the Republic immediately dies. What else? Oh hell no. Oh hell yeah. New friend arrived. Of course, man. Missing every shot. Oh well, it's my programming. The clankers are such a mood. Oh, I'm gonna hit you with some. I know you didn't ask, but here's the lore. If anybody didn't realize, because I literally had this conversation with my girlfriend yesterday. We were watching Revenge of the Sith, and I challenged her. I was like, ask me anything. I was like, fuck it, I'm bored. I watched this, I saw Revenge of the Sith like in the cinema. I watched it 4 or 5 times in the space of a week. I was like, fuck it. My poor letterbox got annihilated. I was like, just ask me anything. And she was asking over exactly that. Why do they miss every shot? And I was like, alright, so, to my knowledge, I was like, so certain droids have certain programming systems, all this blah 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 blah. But the B1s, so the little pale looking ones, aren't actually there to be sharpshooters. You have specific sniper ones that were designed to do that, but the whole thing with the droids is overwhelming. The clones are skill in lesser numbers, but the whole idea is the droids overwhelm you and shoot in your direction and will force you into one spot, so therefore they can't miss. It's literally what they did in Geonosis. They surrounded them, brought them into one place, and then they were like, well, we can't fucking miss now, they're all standing right there, you know. And I think that is a cool lore piece to kind of give them. Why it is a bit silly that they miss all their shots, I'm not gonna say it isn't, but it is. I do appreciate the effort to give us something. Just the little things, you know what I mean, just the little things. I used to date a girl who was a Galactic Empire fan girl. Not like cool armor, but like the fan of the system and the ideology. Holy fuck. That is a separatist. I hope there was some swift democracy dished out. Crossover for freaking Phineas and Ferb. Star Wars crossover for Phineas and Ferb? What? You don't have to update me on that, but sorry, that's crazy. The girl was like, no, I fuck with the separatists. I see the vision, and I'm not saying the Republic is perfect, but I do think it is the lesser of two evils, as Geralt of Rivia says in The Witcher. If anyone has seen that or is a fan of that, I love that fucking game and franchise. And the Phineas and Ferb crossover is actually good. That's fair. I believe you. I need to watch it, man. I used to be a big fan, so I'll definitely check that out. Normal C-3PO. It was yes. Who else? Come on, give me one of these. We'll say 5, 4, 3, 2. That's very disappointing. But yeah, I'm curious to see like how I'm interested in the conversation. Was it like you were watching Phantom Menace: Attack of the Clones, and they were talking about like the Bang Clans or whatever, and she was like, why are they giving out? And you were like, what? Or like, how did it come up? Because I'm actually intrigued by this. Not that if she's still your girlfriend now, absolutely no disrespect to your girlfriend, just an interesting point of view. The new Star Wars Zero company is having out Clone War games, but then I realized it's similar to XCOM. Okay, you're gonna have to inform me what XCOM is. Apologies. I could pretend to know, but that would just be, I'd end up looking like an idiot. So I'm just gonna tell you I don't know. Attack sounds better. Tell me he said that. I have watched the behind the scenes. I haven't seen him in a while. Please tell me George Lucas says attack sounds better. I know he's I know he has a lot of silly kind of moments like that, but that would make my fucking evening. Bar everyone interacting here, because I really appreciate that. To quote Lego Star Wars. Oh, okay, there we go. I thought George Lucas said that. Oh, fucking hell. Anakin says the window, yeah. It's a 5 tactic click to move shooter game. Oh, okay. Nice. Inshallah. Let's fucking go, boys. Best scene in Lego Star Wars, yeah. Yoda versus Dooku, that's fair. Yeah, I used to love some of the old stuff. There's some really good ones. Ever Zero Company. I will watch it this evening. And I'll get back to you next time. We're going to run some Heroes vs. Villains. Thoughts, questions, queries, or Starfighter Assault, or stay with Supremacies. Let me know straight out, as soon as you can if you want. Every lifeside trick and start struggling both. Casually leaves. I remember in the Star Wars games where it's like Mace pulls up to Django on Geonosis and he's got the ice cream thing and he's like, you fucking broke my ice cream cone. I don't know why, but that always landed with me. I respected it. Is there any game mode anybody wants to see, or just go with what we're doing, or yo, that's a drunk pop. That's why the words are so messed up, you know. That's why he's losing his hair, probably. Alright, what are we saying? Here's a verse. Heroes vs. Villains, Starfighter Assault, Galactic Assault, an Ewok Hunt, stick with Supremacies, go. Going once, going twice. Let me hear it. Give it a wise huts. Come wild in your recent search. Oh my god. I was Hero Showdown. Okay, Hero Showdown. Okay, you're really testing me. I was watching an episode of Clone Wars, and it was one where Zero the Hutt gets broken out of jail by his girlfriend, and they start kissing, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what is this? And he was like, she was like kissing all around his mouth because his mouth is massive, and I was like, how did they fuck? Like, let's be honest, let's just put it all on the table. How did they fuck? I spent a lot of time laughing at that. We'll run Luke for now. Ooh, but Anakin. Ooh, but Obi-Wan. We'll do one job with Luke. I'll give you the murdering the Han Solo was the same. Cowards. Fucking hell, that is ruthless. Alright, hopefully my game's been lagging just because it's doing the stream as well, so hopefully I don't lag and just humiliate myself here. What do we think on the best lightsaber in the franchise? Because I think there's an argument. Oh, I thought I had him. There you go, there's your carrots. I think there's an argument to be made of Luke's episode 3. Okay, both come to me. I got you. Alright, I just forgot how to parry. I apologize. We will do better. Stop laughing at me, it's fine. We will do better. Y'all can't be downloading the Lando Calrissian where you move like down bad then. Oh, I was literally talking about, I don't think you guys were in the stream at this time, but I was talking about problems with the Solo movie earlier in the stream, and it was that. He fucks L3. He's actually having sex with L3. That is insane. Fucking hell. Luke's man saying greetings exalted ones to the lizard and Darth soccer ball. Sorry, I'm going to go straight back to L3. It baffles me. Anakin cards all match. Excuse me? Oh, like yours and mine? It's so fair. Man, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you. I really appreciate you hanging around. Hopefully see you again. If you don't, have a fantastic journey wherever you're going. Um, appreciate you hanging around for so long, man, interacting. Thank you. His head was in the middle. Oh, I'm just like that. That's all intentional. It wasn't an accident by or anything, I promise. Yeah, man, look, no pressure on staying or going. I appreciate you hanging around, but if you gotta go, I'm gonna force you. But yeah, man, if you want to have me on anything, go right ahead. I don't know if you can see my names or whatever. But yeah, like, feel free. I'm not, as I said, I'm not gonna gatekeep anything. I want to see the stream is actually fun. I'm definitely adding you. Yeah, please do. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, you should see the setup though. It's such a DIY setup. I got my PlayStation on my, like, in front of my TV because I had to connect, like, my mic, because I have a mic because I do film and stuff in college. So I have a mic for recording. Oh, wait for teams to be balanced. Fuck me. Alright, we'll give it a minute. I don't want to bore everybody. We'll give it a minute and then we can go. If not, we'll go to a different game mode. We can go to Hero Showdown or something. Because I'm clearly extremely rusty, as you can see. Back in my day, I used to be so good at this. What do you think is the best lightsaber in all the movies? There's an argument to be made for Obi-Wan's. I'm really a big fan of that kind of whole design, and Luke's. The green is something else. Like, it's so nice. So fucking nice. So clean. Alright, what do we think? We just go play something else? We can go play Hero Showdown. That will definitely get you a game. There's you. Alright, what are you talking about, Anakin? Oh, I see what you mean, like the left hand and the right hand and the face in the middle. What can I say? Strategically planned. I just noticed you over level 100. Yes, sir. 171 on Anakin, 121 on Obi, 121 on Han, 121 on Luke. Highest level 52. Yeah, man, that's fair. That's fine. Honestly, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'd consider myself like a pretty, like, I can ball out. I used to be able to ball out whatever. Like, I'm not a bad Yoda. Yoda's only 30, so I still believe in you. But yeah, you also, like, have to think I've been playing for years, and I always hit those double XP weekends. So don't feel bad. And the way I'm playing, I'm sure your level 52 is far superior to what I did. But yeah, fucking hell. Alright, we're gonna go Hero Showdown. I'm sorry. Or Hero versus Villains, because this is crazy behavior. Poor you have to just sit on my loading screen. Yeah, I do love the helmets. The helmets are pretty sick. I have a Captain Rex replica in my room. Cool. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I always forget that the Death Star's in the back of it. It's sick. Yeah, I got a Captain Rex helmet in my room, and I want to get a Mando one. And then they're releasing the 501st one, which looks pretty sick. That would look really good beside my Rex one, and the same with the Ahsoka Battalion. I think that's the 324th. You can correct me. Very stormtroopers bone with Sith troopers resembling muscle. That actually makes sense. Yeah, fair enough. I wonder what Death Troopers are then, like, symbolically. It's an interesting theory. I definitely see where it's coming from, though. Oh, I love the clone, like the armor for the Jedi. It's so nice. I love the little you see it there, like the folds and the elbows. I don't know why, but it always just appealed to me as a kid. So it's so drippy. Sith Trooper, yeah, Fucking hell, yeah, man. Speaking of troopers that just like own people, death troopers, man. Like, what are you gonna do? Do you know what I mean? They just fuck you up so easily. Yeah, the troopers do. Yeah, the sequels like introduce some good people. What's your opinion on the sequels? I know you're saying, like, you can tell me you like them. There's absolutely no problem there. I have a lot of problems with them. That's what I say. When I think of canon after Return of the Jedi, I try to turn to Legends over that. Oh, double team. Good design, mess story, bad protagonist. I agree. I agree. Oh, sorry if you can hear the motorbikes going on outside. Yeah, get that parry. Come here, come here. No. Oh, I didn't even. I'm going for Dooku. I got too hasty, as they say. Red guard's actually acting tough. Yeah, that's fair. Now, I'm gonna... Hey, what's up, Blue Mac? How are you? What the fuck? Jesus Christ. I'm like, what is good? I'm gonna try Luke. Have you ever seen the breakdown of that fight, though? Praetorian Guards actually did something. Yeah, like Return of the Jedi, love it. But yeah, there is that, why did you just leave him? Do you know what I mean? And you don't see them ever again. But yeah, have you ever seen the breakdown of that fight in The Last Jedi? It is interesting to see kind of the quote-unquote silly, like, choreography. Especially when you have, like, the likes of Nick Gillard and stuff for the, oh, you prick. Where it's flaws, which is not effective. Yeah, no, I get that. I agree. Why? Oh, you got duelist on. Still beat him. Get fucked! Wow, he did not do that to be deliberate. Plus their weapons, I want to see. Hold on, come up, I'm going to push you if you come up. Wow, that didn't connect? That's insane. How's your day going? Mine's going well before you ask. Oh, my day's going pretty well. We've had a pretty chilled out stream, talking about Star Wars, talking about Battlefront, talking about what we would have liked to see if Battlefront kept getting updates. The chat's been really active, so pretty happy, man. I'm glad to hear your day as well. Hopefully I can entertain you for a bit now. This push is really consistent. Oh, you tried. That's okay. Oh, I didn't even see them all. Yes. Get fucked. Kylo Ren is behind me. Dooku, dodge. Oh, stay up. How about, if I may ask, I'm a Star Wars nerd and quite a sweat at this game too. Yeah, I'd like to consider myself a sweat. I've been pretty shit at my Shares with Villains recently. We were playing Supremacy. We were pretty much covering everything. We were talking about the sequels. What were people's opinions on them. Please leave yours. Let me know what you think of them. Like, my opinion, as you say before you ask, would be they aren't good. I am a fan of Legends and the books, so I would always revert to that immediately. Basically, when I think what happens after Return of the Jedi, I go straight to the books, and I'm very happy with that. I think there is elements, as my friend here has pointed out, the design, the cinematography and everything is pretty good, but I think the story is really lacking, and it does actually a lot of damage to the 6. I think that's a pretty common opinion nowadays. If you disagree with me, that's fair. I'm not someone that would be like, oh yeah, you don't like Star Wars because you like the sequels. That's not what it is. You like Star Wars, you like Star Wars. But that's my opinion of them. Then we were just talking about how sick some things are and the potential this fucking game had before and I don't even blame the devs. Oh, you're fucked, Dooku. I don't blame the devs. It's kind of sad what happened, and sorry, before I read that, kind of what the devs are still talking about in like Reddits and stuff is exciting, to think that the fan base could bring it back. Like, imagine we brought it back so well that they gave us a Battlefront 3. That would be absolutely fucking insane. Sorry, once I finish 1v1ing this, I will read what you said. I'm very locked in here. He's got no lightsaber stamina. Nice. Respect the 1v1, Anakin. You pussy. Respect the 1v1. Where's he gone? Oh, fuck off, Palpatine. Oh, sorry, saw you say about the Giant Grievous movie. Yeah, that would be pretty sick. So you said sequels are ship apart from The Force Awakens. Finn should have been the main Jedi. I agree, and I have no like the notion that people still hear me. Is the stream still up? Yeah, the stream's still up, so hopefully you can still hear me. My game crashed. Pretty common thing with this game. General Grievous movie would be very sick. I agree, especially if you make it like a horror movie. I'd love that with Vader as well. But Finn, a lot of potential. Yeah, God, I'll just put my game. Finn had a lot of potential, and I think there was a big push for. Why was there a push for Rey? Is my question. I don't understand. It adds nothing. It doesn't add. Yeah, wasted potential, literally. I just feel. I don't know. John Boyega's Finn will be sick. It is one of the best ideas we've seen come out of Disney. That the Stormtrooper turned, turned good. Poe Dameron was actually really interesting. I don't understand why people are making like a romantic connection between the two anymore. It's quite annoying. Because they're actually just really good characters. Really good. It's the same with like Sam and Frodo from Lord of the Rings. Don't make it gay. There's just no need. There can be gay characters, but why do this? I think The Last Jedi was one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and what they did to Luke is unforgivable. But what I've read all the sequel novelizations because I wanted to give them a chance, because I wanted to like them. They make it worse. They actually make it worse. Like, for real. Finn's potential, badass Stormtrooper now. Ray! Yeah. They did you. I want a movie about Jango Fett, or at least a show about him. Dooku 2. I'd also say Maul. We're getting something from Maul. Yeah, I'd like to see a lot about Dooku. I know Tales of the Jedi did a bit. It was kind of cool to see a blue curved lightsaber, but yeah, there should be more. Jango Fett's the interesting one. I would really like a Jango Fett movie, as well as a Grievous one, but I really like it. But even a game, we've gotten potential of like a Jango Fett game for years, and I think that's it. It just feels obvious. Like, why are you not making money? Like, they'll make money off everything that isn't quote unquote popular, but then when they could make these extremely popular things, they don't. It doesn't make sense to me how Disney operate. I understand I don't run multi-billion-dollar companies, but I feel like I'd make fucking more money than Max Rebo movie. Come on, give it to me. Give me a Watto movie for real. I need to see Watto's backstory. Obi-Wan. Oh, what are you at? Jango Fett is straight. Yeah, I'm telling you, if I should get like I don't know if I want to get a face cam just because like I'm sitting very close to my TV. I look like Nick Marks right now, but I have a Jango Fett figure right beside me. I think he's sick. Fallen Order, yeah, a Jango Fett game like that could be so cool. It's just that potential of like open world Mandalorian game. It's sick. Oh, that is so clutch. Thank you, boss. I don't think he did it deliberately, but I'm taking it. I know he's trying to bait me out. I know he's right there. Oh, you asshole. Get fucked. I'll parry. Oh, I didn't have the health for it. Was a Bosk? We were talking about Bosk earlier. He is a pain in the ass on Battlefront, but he is interesting. And I feel like we see him in Empire. And I feel like we get nothing from like the odd episode of the Clone Wars to Empire. So there's definitely a gap to fill there. Definitely a fan favorite character. As I said before, it feels like easy pickings, but Disney seem to not care. They would rather push the Disney movie, or the Rey movies, which makes no sense to me because they will not make money. Like, look what happened to the Acolyte. Can we? Because anyone pretend like that was a financial success? Because it wasn't. Yeah, man. Good night. Really appreciate you staying around and interacting and everything. I will definitely be back on again soon. So thank you for staying for so long. But yeah, like, I don't understand what's the appeal with the Rey movies. Like, I know it's Legend of the bosses on a planet. Sorry, let me try to deal with that again. Oh, get fucked. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Is this your chosen one? I'll parry you. Stop being a pain. Now we might win. He's pissing me off. This guy is actually sorry. Stream is the chat is coming up, but I can't read it because it's like cropped. I have to look at my phone, so just let me deal with this guy. Come on, get fucked! Thank God. Bosk owns a planet. He's also Boba Fett's mentor. Yeah, that is pretty sick. I do see that. Or Singh. I'd like to see a bit about Or Singh actually. She's in the Clone Wars a lot though, which is quite good. She's currently in the arc I'm watching at the moment. I rewatch the Clone Wars. Yeah, man, I will. Don't worry, I'll accept anything. But yeah, rest well, as we said. As I said, I appreciate you hanging around for so long and interacting. It means a lot. Get fucked, Luke. Oh, that was very dangerous. IG-8. Yeah. Cad Bane. Let's talk. Let's break it down for you, Mark. Let's talk about Cad Bane. What did they do to him in Boba Fett? What the fuck happened to Cad Bane? I have Boba Fett and Jango Fett. They're the only two Black Series like action figures I have, and they're both sitting right beside me. I love Boba Fett. What did they like? I'm so annoyed that in the Boba Fett show it becomes The Mandalorian season 2.5 and Cad Bane shows up and I was hyped and they kill him. Are you taking the fucking piss? And they kill him like a bitch. He is a bitch. I love Cad Bane. Sorry, just to recall random things. As in his appearance, he just wasn't strong at all. He was there for like key jangling for the audience, right? And I think you can have successful kind of fan service or key jangling, whatever you want to call it, but I don't think that was it, because I was very hyped to see him there, and then by the time he finishes I was like, why have I invested into this? This is ridiculous. Which is really frustrating because I love him. Like, he is like, do you not remember sorry, not that you don't remember, do you remember the episodes of the Clone Wars where he wielding a fucking lightsaber, he breaks into the Jedi Temple? Like, that's Cad Bane, not the guy that gets, and I believe Boba Fett could probably kill him, but the way he does it in the show, and the show is really quite poor anyway, it's just a bit frustrating, I have to say. And I just think they should have saved him for a better show or a better series, for a better moment where he could be. I don't have a problem with Cad Bane dying. The problem with dying the way he is, I would prefer to see like a better show where he lasts longer and is your overarching villain that you eventually defeat. But I don't know what that would be for. Maybe a better, like if they redid the fucking Boba Fett show, honestly. But you know, I think you get what I mean. Maybe I haven't made sense. Oh, fuck. There is a reason why I did it pretty easy. Book of Boba Fett. Pretty tense. Boba 2 isn't that strong. Yeah, no, I understand, and I do appreciate those kind of lore reasons, but I was just like, I don't know, it left a bad taste in my mouth, if you get what I mean. What do you think of the Boba Fett show in general? Because I was extremely excited for it, and then was a bit annoyed. Sorry, I think a bit annoyed might be an understatement. I was very annoyed. And I don't mind Mando. I really liked Mando season 1 and 2. I was even a fan of the whole Luke coming back thing. I know a lot of people weren't. But I really didn't like him. I liked the episodes, but I didn't like him taking over his show, because I was like, well, this is Boba Fett. How long have we waited for a Boba Fett show? You know what I mean? And yeah, there was like Cad Bane and stuff. And you think there's more potential in Jabba, but I think it fell on its face, and I really wasn't a fan of it. Let me know what you think. Sorry, I don't want to just complain, but yeah, just that type of stuff annoyed me, to be honest. And I think Cad Bane was the reason for that, because I adore him so much. No, thank you so much, Mr. Ramsey. Have a good night, and thank you for interacting as always. Okay, disappointed but happy to see him finally get deserved spotlight. Vader's right hand man. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. That's what I mean. It's just a bit. I was just let down. But yeah, Vader's right hand man. He's so sick. He is so fucking cool. I love seeing him in Empire. He's so sick. I love his helmet. I'm thinking about getting his helmet, but I'm between. Will I get his or Mando's? Because Mando's Black Series helmet, if you haven't seen it, look it up. Sick. And it's so crispy. But I think Jango Fett's armor kind of looks the best. I still prefer Jango Fett to Boba Fett. Boba Fett, yeah, he deserved the spotlight and he got it, great. But then they immediately kind of took it away with it becoming 3 episodes of The Mandalorian. So I did feel bad for Tamora Morrison, because he works pretty hard and he loves Star Wars. So yeah, as I said, just bad taste. But all those type of characters, like Hondo or Hondu, whatever you want to call him. I can't think of his name. Like the pirate. I would love to see a show about him. Whoa, that'd be so sick. I can't tell if I'm winning. Sorry. What about Boba Fett? Who gives no shit who he's fighting? Using current fear in front of Vader. Yeah, he is. Whoa. He's very much in the case of, you need me, I don't need you. You are my employers. And there is something admirable about that. Just the balls he has. And I don't know where, like, do you think it comes from Django? Do you think it comes from, being a clone in the Grand Army of the Republic? Well, he wasn't, but or he's just gangster. He's just him. He is just him. But yeah, I agree. Sick. I love when Vader's talking to him in Empire, and he's like giving the whole no incinerations, and he kind of tells him, when he's telling him he's going to freeze him with carbonite, he's like, he's no good to me dead. Because it immediately contrasts him with Lando, because Lando talks about, you're altering. Vader hits him with the line, "Pray I don't alter it any further," like when talking about the deal. And like, I think when you look at that, immediately contrasting that with Boba Fett giving out to Vader about, that wasn't our fucking deal. What do you mean? It's like, who is it? So does it put Lando as a bitch, or Boba as like him? I think it's a bit of both. So I really do like that kind of juxtaposition, as we call it in film school. Same. There's that arc in the Clone Wars where he like blows up the whole fucking Venator just to kill Mace Windu. Like, he is a spiteful fucker. Hello there, General Kenobi. How are you? Definitely some comes from Django. Django to the Jedi. Yeah, actually, yeah, I forgot he's in prison. Yeah, he is a superior clone. That's a good point. I'm not winning this fight. Hold on. I'm not trying to be a bitch here, but I'm trying to not die. Where are you on? Whoa! Whoa! Got shredded. That item burst, I was doing bits. Yeah. I wonder, I know, because there's a point in the Clone Wars show where they talk about how Django's DNA is being kind of pulled so thin that they're having defects in the clones. I wonder, like, would that change if they did Boba? I'm trying to phrase this question properly because it's an odd one. Because like, he is a clone and he's an altered clone, but is he not the closest thing we have to Django? So instead of cloning the clones, why wouldn't you clone Boba? I suppose he's also a clone. But were they kind of more worried about his personality coming through? Because he asked for it, like, to not be altered. So I don't know. So your last chat came through, but didn't come through. So I saw like the first line of it, and then I haven't seen the rest of it. So when it loads, I'll respond to it. Very sorry. Or just send it again if you want. It'll work. He's unaltered, but the yeah, he is just another clone, isn't he? He's another clone, but he's the only clone with like that type of experience. But yeah, I agree. That is, I do like that line. I remember watching that line. I was like, oh, he could fuck up Bo-Katan right now. Oh, I've heard thousands of your voice, and he's like, mine might be the last you hear. So fucking cool. Oh, man. I do like that kind of theory of like he only kept Vader kept Boba around for his skills, but also because he sounded like Rex. I was like, oh, that's kind of nice, because I fucking... Probably because I swore, basically said... Oh, yeah, sorry, I don't deliver... I think that's YouTube more than me. I don't have a ban on swearing or anything, because obviously I would be bad, because he's cold and cool in any situation. Yeah, he's pretty icy. There's definitely that. I agree with you, but I'm even like backing your point about like watch Return of the Jedi, and when ooh, sorry, I'm zoning out. Oh, he got duelist on. Nobody saw that. We are not on stream. Clone of Boba, yeah, will be different. But sorry, to get back to yeah, Return of the Jedi, when Luke comes in, everyone's kind of like not paying attention, but he's paying attention, but he's kind of blending in. He's letting the girls kind of like still like rub him up and down, and he has his hand on his gun, and he's just ready. Oh, here we go. That probably wasn't the emote, was it? Alright, let's do this. Watch him spam another one. Alright, let's do it. Let me lock in. Let me lock in. Who did that? Who did that? That was so mean. That was so mean. Luke, that was so mean. Alright, I'll fuck up him. But yeah, a clone of Boba, yeah, would be different. But I wonder if they did the same, like, basically taking his personality apart, would it matter? Because, like, I mean, the clones weren't actually Django, they were his fighting ability. That's all they left in him. My back is against this wall here. I do not think he's hitting me. In front of Vader's basically like, I don't care what job it is, just give me the details and I'll be on my way. Cold as anything. You ever see the comic strip Obi's like, oh, I didn't succeed, but I got one piece of information. I got his name. And he's like, go on, tell me his name. Then he's like, Skywalker. And then Vader just like breaks fucking like the window of the Star Destroyer. Just like crushes it and nearly sends himself into space. I love that. I love the kind of relationship they have of like Boba. No, I think Boba kind of knows where he is. That's probably my headcanon, if it hasn't already been said. But kind of obviously leaves it be. It kind of ties into the whole Rex thing. I could just be talking to my ass right now, but I do fucking love Boba and Jango. Who's winning a fight though is the question. Is the real question. Skywalker. Vader never sees a bit of rage. Yeah, fucking hell. He's a Kylo Ren-esque fucking crash out. Vader in the comics, man, is the only time. Whoa! I just got fucked in the ass by Vader. Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Bye. The only time we really see like comic Vader is in Rogue One. That like utter like I am the chosen one, but I am not on any leash. Like, so the comics, some of this stuff in the comics, man, oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's annoying that we don't have like an 18s version of Darth Vader. But yeah, or the stuff like I'd love to see like a live action version of kind of like going back to Naboo to see like Padme's grave and stuff. That'd be really nice. I'd say Boba wins because we've seen more of him. Jango did kill Jedi, but not all see they weren't that strong. Yeah, that's fair. And the second he comes up against kind of stronger Jedi, he does get fucked. I mean, Mace and Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan beats him. Like, come on, he's running away and he gets away, but Obi-Wan beats him. And he wasn't really trying to kill him. I love the extended clip of Mace killing him. And he like, if you haven't seen it, it's basically what he's doing. They run up at him and Mace like cuts off one arm, cuts off the other arm, stabs him through the thigh, and then cuts off his head. It's just vicious. It's just, you're just like, whoa, calm down. There is no need. In front of his wife and kids. Boba wins because there's more. We've seen more of him. Jango, yeah, sorry, I just read the same thing twice. Yeah, I'd back that. I think yeah, he did fight Vader. He still fought. Yeah, that's actually very fair. Boba probably does win, doesn't he? As much as I want to say Jango, because I'm a Jango fanboy, Boba probably does win. It's sick. I love that kind of like, the Jedi and Sith are not this all-powerful thing that these like race of warriors just have this way of fucking them up. So sick. I love the lore. I love the lore. Are you big into the lore, Mr. Blue Mac? I feel like you are. I feel like you're a knowledgeable person. Oh, tree form. Oh, I got somebody. Yeah, the no fear thing is a big factor with Boba. It is just this like, in TikTok terms, you're standing on business essentially. Like, Boba, Jango, and Cad Bane are great examples of Jedi Sith not being as powerful as they think they are. Yeah. There is a lot of, as I said, I was talking about before. I kind of had a bit of a what the. Sorry, you just fucked me up. Before I had people talking in, I was talking about kind of the flaws or the kind of the stories in the movies, and one of those was I really liked that kind of Jedi weren't as good as they thought they were, and the overconfidence was actually their downfall. That like in episode 2, Count Dooku says, he just blatantly tells Obi-Wan the Sith Lord is at the head of the Republic Army. He's just like, yes, he is. He's like, I won't tell you who he is. Like, he might tell him if he like wanted to help, but he said, yeah, he's definitely there. And not only does Obi-Wan not look into it, he doesn't even pretend for a second that it's true, because he's like, "Ah, no, we're the Jedi. We would have caught that. Would you? Come on, shut up, get off it." You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. And there's a lot of it in the Clone Wars, but especially that. I think that scene is a great one of just this, like, are you stupid? at least mention it. And I love Obi-Wan. I don't think it's a character flaw, or sorry, a plot hole, but I think it's actually just the Jedi. I think it's a deliberate part of the story that it doesn't come up again, because I'm very big into like taking apart movies and stuff, and I can take apart a few of the Star Wars movies, but I think that is not a plot hole, that is an actual thing. Yeah. Same with Maul. Like, Maul does the same thing. He just tells Ahsoka. Now, to be fair, she had a lot less of a time frame to act on that. Alright. I'm terrible at this game. Dooku told Kenobi and the Jedi everything. Told them exactly what was going to happen. It's a common liar. Jedi were too far and gone in the dark side. Yeah, they were. It was like, it was always going to happen. Do you know what I mean? They had to be put in their place because they were just too up their own arse. They were too arrogant. I think Palpatine is quite smart because he knew that he didn't really beat them by like the Force. He made them kind of just do the wrong things essentially. Fucking Rey. Sorry. Come on. How did that not? Oh, Anakin, please go fuck yourself. Yeah, I don't get it. Yoda did know what was coming. He just didn't know when. Yeah, I've heard about that as well. But I still think it's like, why didn't he prevent it a bit more? I know he didn't know the exact thing. He just knew it was downfall of the Jedi. But I just feel like we see some people act on things a lot quicker than they did for that. Alright, Rey. Where are you? Oh, you pussy. Hey, that pisses me off, I'm sorry. I'm losing this all day. Yeah, it's interesting to think about that they kind of did themselves. I don't think he'd do much. He probably wasn't able to tell anyone apart from you. Yeah, that's very true. It's sad. Honestly, I'm just thinking about it. It's quite sad that it's always going to happen. He just got fucked. You just got fucked. Do it 3 times. I'm out of stamina. Oh, Rey, again. I hate you. I hate you. Oh my goodness. I dodged straight in the middle. Okay, never mind. It's my chair. Yeah, or even like the whole Ahsoka thing. Why she left the Order, essentially, of like, the Jedi just didn't trust her, and she was telling them, like she didn't do it, but they didn't believe her due to like their own beliefs, and they're like, oh no, well we figured it out this far. Ooh, our evidence points to this, so it's probably right. Do you know what I mean? No, I agree. No, and I wouldn't even say like the ignorant Jedi were bad. It was just that they were ignorant. Do you know what I mean? So I 100% agree. Like, some Jedi actually went out of their way to do good, and I think like the likes of Qui-Gon and stuff, I don't think would have let it gone as far as it did. I like the theories of like what would happen if Qui-Gon actually trained Anakin. I don't think he would have allowed Anakin to get into the position that he did with the Council, of being frustrated with them. Because a lot of, like, Anakin has a lot of reasons to turn to the dark side, but one of them is, like, the disrespect from the Council. And, like, I think it's justified. Like, he is claimed to be this chosen one. He has been, you know, leagues above all of his colleagues, because he's just this gifted with the Force. He's allowed to be a master of a Padawan but not be an official master. He's called a master by the clones, is the poster boy for the war, but they won't give him, like, the official rank. Like, it's just ridiculous. And I think Qui-Gon would have just been like, bro, you're not going to the Council, and, like, you're not playing this, like, half role. It's either full or nothing. And he wouldn't have even let him go this far, I don't think. And I think he would have probably raised him a bit better. Not that Obi-Wan didn't do everything perfectly, but he did it because that's the best he knew how to do it, you know? Bet that, for real. That's another reason why Anakin fell to the dark side. Jedi in general. No, the Jedi are, yeah, like 85%. That's a good number. I fuck with that number. It's just this. I think it is funny to think about the amount of trust they put in him, and watching the Clone Wars and the way they treat him is like, oh, thank fuck you were there, Anakin, because we would have, like, we were kind of fucked without you there. But then when it's just a title, you know, and he only wants to do it. Well, in the canon kind of comics, the only reason he wants, and the novelizations, he wants to be a master so he can go into the like forbidden section in the Jedi Archives, so he can learn about Force Regen and saving people and saving Padme and stuff, because, like, it's been on his mind. I think that's one of the genius things about Palpatine, is that he watches why sorry, let me rephrase that. How can I get him on the dark side? Alright, why does he need the dark side more than anything? And after Shmi dies, it's pretty much locked in. Anakin has a fear of loved ones dying, and there's a line in the book, the novelization of Revenge of the Sith, and it talks about how basically he has this, he quote unquote says he has a dragon eaten at his heart, and the dragon says this little dragon has a little voice, and the little voice says everybody dies, right? That's the whole thing. So Anakin's greatest fear is everybody dies, everybody he loves dies, and he can't do anything about it. Like, he's been this all-powerful being for his entire life, and he can't save people from dying. He can save people, but not fully. So Palpatine, so the Jedi won't help him say it's immoral. Yoda has the scene where he's like, oh, everybody dies, you know, it's fine, they all become part of the Force, let it be, essentially. And then, you know, he's not allowed to be master, so he can't do it himself. And then Palpatine goes, well, I mean, I'll figure it out with you. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes, is this, I'll help you. Oh, fucking Jedi fucked it so much, man. Anakin army sheaths enough to become master, but I can see why the Council denied him one. Yes, but I think there is this, he's impulsive, right? The impatient part, I actually think, comes because of the Council, of this, like, I'm never going to get permission, I'm doing it anyway. How did I swear I played well that game. I didn't even come in top 5. Jeez, those other guys must have done fucking insane. Like, I think there's that level of, like, I cannot wait for permission because it will be too late to do something, because we know he has these battle tactics and he's incredibly intellectual in that type of realm. But he's like, I can't wait for you to let me do this, I need to do this now to win. Do you know what I mean? And then there is the cockiness element, but I think when you have the likes of Mace Windu and stuff who actually do that anyway, like Mace Windu literally uses the dark side, and they let him be a master, I think it's kind of contradictory for them to not let him. And the amount of trust they put in him, they literally give him a Padawan, he's the poster boy, all this sort of stuff I said. I can see why, but they are really pushing it. Do you know what I mean? And Yoda isn't wrong with that sentence, but he could be. No, I agree, but that's what I mean. From the as Palpatine has the dogmatic, narrow-minded view of the Jedi. From that view, Yoda is right, and Yoda is saying what he believes. Like all anyone can do is offer advice. Do you know what I mean? And he's offering the best advice he can, but it's just this element of, oh, look who you're dealing with here. This is the most powerful Force user ever. Let's be honest, everyone kind of knew he had a thing with Padme. Obi-Wan did anyway, and like that's confirmed essentially. And he knew it was like over someone personal. He knew Anakin had like a massive crash out after Shmi died. It's just this like, it's a delicate situation. So he handled it the way he would handle with everybody else, but I think that is like, oh well, we're dealing with Anakin here. And I'm not saying people knew he was going to turn to the dark side, but I think like if I was Yoda, because obviously I would love to be the little green guy, I probably would have handled that with a bit more care, or even try to get the answer out of him and be like, you know, you can't really do that, because yeah, like if you're told how to deal with Shmi dying is everyone dies, and it's a natural part of life, and it's actually good because they become one with the Force. And this is the same guy that crashed out and killed a load of innocent sand people. You know what I mean? I'm not disagreeing with you, by the way. I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate, but it is definitely a very interesting one. Whoa, bang. Oh, I thought I had a dodge on me. But yeah, I just feel like sometimes it's like some people are getting different advice. Like Mace Windu gets a bit more leniency, and Jenny trying his best, and he... Did I knock him? Did I not kill that guy? Are you serious? I didn't get the kill for that. Sorry. Hold on, I saw your thing. Let me just get this guy. Or try. Whew. He's got no lightsaber stamina. I've lost him. I nearly have retribution. Whew, that feels good. Oh fuck, so I was literally looking down to read your thing. I had to read it off my phone, sorry. I don't think Yoda was that bad to Anakin, to be honest. I think he generally tried his best, and he knew he should have helped Anakin. Yeah, he should have, and that's what I mean. Like the Jedi were doing what they knew how to do, but it was just, it made it all that easier for Palpatine to kind of slip in, because he's like, I know exactly what he needs, because I know exactly how the Jedi would react to this. Like Palpatine, like, well, incredibly powerful in the Force, obviously, not a mind reader, so he doesn't know what like Yoda and shit is saying to him. Anakin might tell him, but he doesn't actually know. Sorry, that was so clean, thank you. He doesn't actually know. But like when I think of like when Palpatine knows he's going to talk about this, he's like, alright, what's Yoda going to tell him? Yoda's going to tell him this, and he needs to hear this. Like, you know, it just, the Jedi made it easy for Palpatine. That's my opinion. But yeah, they did the best they could. But it is the question of like, should you give him special treatment because you know he is this powerful guy that could potentially crash out, or do you kind of loop him in with everybody else in the hope that he will just kind of ordinary out, essentially? Do you know what I mean? It's an interesting kind of question. But yeah, I think. But Mace does have a go at him a few times. He's just like, fuck you. Which would... Yeah. No, very true. And I think he definitely told him a lot. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't even think he even needed to. That's how easy the Jedi made it. Just this level of, like, Palpatine knew kind of what he needed to hear, and he knew exactly what the Jedi would say. Whether he was being told it or not, he would sense kind of how Anakin was feeling. He knew about Shmi. He put the things of Padme there, and he knew, like, if he found out he went for help or knew or anything, he's like, this is exactly how the Jedi will react. Anakin needs to hear that it will be stopped, whether it's a lie or not. So this is what we're going to tell him. Wait, he told Palpatine a lot. Like, we know that, and I'd say he even told him more than we know. I just keep quoting the movies by accident. You remember that from Revenge of the Sith? More than you know. Before they cut to a Utah scene. That's how well I know that fucking movie. Oh my god. he says the line and they cut to Utah. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa. Damn. Dun, 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 dun. Mm-hmm. I wonder if Palpatine have... There's definitely an answer to this. Did Palpatine have anybody like in league with him? Did he have that senator with him? The blue guy that's always in the Clone Wars and beside him and everything in Revenge of the Sith? Oh, but you go fuck yourself. I respect 1v1. I shall. Unless somebody... I'll just babysit in case somebody double teams. They're double teaming. Oh, I guessed the wrong guy. I thought Vader died in the... Come on, throw something. I'll parry you. I'll parry you. I'll parry you. Oh, you bitch. He's gonna kill me now. Oh, if I die to this, I might crash out. Palpatine's got some serious lore though. I love those Darth play. Seriously. Seriously. The Plagueis novels. Sick. We were talking about movies. Actually, another thing we were talking about were like, what movies and shows would you like to see? Oh, you sure you were there for that? And I'd like to see kind of a solo Plagueis or Palpatine one. I'd like to just see a live action Plagueis novel, to be honest. Come here. Come here. Oh, are you serious? Talk about vicious. Like Jedi. The public says, yeah, no, he did. Honestly, yeah, I agree. It is impressive how he played both sides so well. I love kind of this, like, every time in the Clone Wars someone tells Palpatine, like, sensitive information, he's like, oh, wow, don't worry, it's safe with me. And I'm just like, you fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was watching one of the arcs I'm on at the moment. Someone, they're trying to get a bill passed for more clones, and Padme's against it because she wants the war to die down, essentially. And she meets with a separatist friend, right? And she tells Palpatine that as a separatist, this friend will agree to testify that the separatists, or like put into the separatist Senate, that they want a ceasefire. And Palpatine's like, oh, that's fantastic, that's good to know. Okay, but we just have to get her to speak, and then it's fine. And Padme's like, great, she already said she will. And then, like, the next scene is Count Dooku's like, yeah, she died. It's just like, oh fuck. It's so funny. Just kind of how well he plays it. And it's just that, even though it's that suspense thing of like, even though you know he's Palpatine or know he's Sidious, especially kind of if you know if you're watching 1, 2, like episode 1, episode 2, then Clone Wars and episode 3, yes, you don't know. But if you're watching any other way and you know, it's kind of like, oh Jesus. But it still adds that suspense, because then the other time he doesn't kill them, or he lets them get that little bit farther, you know, like all that sort of thing. It's very smart. He's very good. But yeah, he plays Anakin really well, and it's sad to see that Obi-Wan can't step in. To be honest, that's always been my thing. But yeah, he literally made Yoda tell him about Cypher Diaz without looking suspicious. How the fuck is he that clever? Yeah, literally. Fucking mastermind, man. Even Yoda just doesn't see it. I love every time they're like sitting in front of Sidious, especially like Attack of the Clones. There's that scene where they're all sitting in front of Sidious and they're just talking. I'm like, idiots. Do you know? But anyway, I have really enjoyed myself. I've been on for the last 3 hours. Please subscribe, notifications on if you want to see more. If not, no worries, and I appreciate everybody hanging around as long as they did, especially people that interacted with the chat. Blue Mac, the last one here, thank you very much. And to the other few people that are here, thank you so much for tuning in and hanging around. Hope you enjoyed yourself. There'll be loads more of these. Keep it on the channel. I'm posting polls for potential walkthroughs of games. I've got 2 videos coming out in the next 2 weeks, and I've enjoyed chatting. Thanks so much, man. I hope to see you again as well. But yeah, I'll be back on very soon. I'll be back on at least 2 or 3 times this week, with Battlefront, or potentially another game, probably Battlefront, because I enjoy myself here. But thank you all. Hope you have a good night or good morning or good day wherever you are. See you soon. Talk soon.